Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault. And you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican please. Oh, for Trump's sake. I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Is that correct?
Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault. And you're charged with theft of a
That was trippy. Okay, I found my mic. And I'm gonna turn that one down just a little bit. Good morning, welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. My studio looks awful right now. Aziz lights. There we go. We've got some Christmas lights. Let's do something else. There we go. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I'm not sure what it is. First of all, I'm down here. I need to go up. Here we go. There we go. That's better. I'm feeling better already. Now I've got some headroom. Maybe a tiny bit too much, but there we go. Good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Happy Thursday and happy day after Christmas. I hope all of you had an absolutely wonderful Christmas. I did. And I'm missing bacon. Where's bacon? Who's bacon? Where's the bacon? Yay, we're live. Yes, I have to first of all thank Kim R, who's first in chat today. Let me appropriately get you up on the screen here, Kim. Sorry, just 1 second. There we go. Kim, congratulations. I'm not sure why. Everything is just messed up, and I swear I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I'm going with the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me. Run to A. Yes. That sort of works. That's a little bit better. All right, we are live. Good morning. Kim, thank you very much. First in chat today. That means you win the internet. That means we are all dependent on you to keep the internet up and running. Not just our little channel, but everybody. So I'll go ahead and spread the word to them that they can call you if they have any issues. And all of us are going to have a wonderful day. You not so much, honestly. I mean, if I'm quite honest, you not so much. But appreciate you being willing to take one for the team there. Let's see, which headphones are mine? Am I coming out on 2? Test 1, 2. Test 1. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Now I'm hot. Well, the mic is hot. So, all right. That's still too hot. Wow, so loud. Kim, thank you very much. Don, I need to know where the bacon is. Where is the bacon? Who has the bacon, and why is the bacon not here? Chat not on screen. Got it fixed. Thank you, Tisha. Let's see. Happy first day of Hanukkah. I think it is. Matched up with Christmas this year. First time since like 2005. Good morning, KP Jeep. Good to have you here. Thank you. Happy Boxing Day to all those up in Canada. And where else celebrates Boxing Day? Does England celebrate Boxing Day? Asking for a friend. I can't remember. Let's see. The elves were playing on your new desk. Yes, they were. This is very true. Mrs. R.A., knowing that I was getting a standing desk, is so thoughtful. And she went out and got me a standing chair. Kid you not. I thought she was against the standing desk idea. Really, she was doing reverse psychology on me, making me want it more because she had already ordered, knowing that I was going to get the standing desk, a chair that works with a standing desk. So it's super tall, almost precariously tall. Imagine when you were a little kid and you went to the barber shop, right? Let me see if I can get on it here. It's too tall. There we go. Now I'm on the chair. Imagine when you I'm a little short though. I have to come down. When you were a kid and you went to the barber shop and you got to sit in the big kid's chair without the booster seat. That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. So I've got it's like a bar stool. Yeah, it's got the little ring around for my feet to go on, which I've adjusted to the wrong height. So my knees are up by my chin right now, or at least it feels that way. Standing chair for the standing desk. It does sort of defeat the purpose if I were to use it all the time. But I'll be able to alternate back and forth, which I think is a good thing. I've got to adjust this ring down further because it's like I'm practically kneeling. My feet are so high. All right. Good morning. Good morning. We have to celebrate some birthdays, which we are going to do right now. I'm also going to add KQD to that one because I know his birthday was yesterday and we did not sing. So we're going to put KQD on there as well. Let's see. Australia, we celebrate Boxing Day. Adapts training, NDIS experts. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see. We have the birthday song. We've got Candace Hoff, belated. KKD, belated. Jimmy and Becky all celebrating their birthdays today. So we're going to sing to those 4 people. By we, I mean all of us. So please, wherever you are, stand up, take a deep breath. Oh, I guess I should probably stand up as well. That means I have to go back up. Stand up, take a deep breath, put your shoulders back. Project your voice to the back of the room.
Happy birthday. You look good.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate that. I'm trying to find the right. I haven't set the presets. I'm not sure where I want it or not. Anyway, project your voice to the back of the room, and we're going to go ahead and sing Warm Up With Me, if you will. La, 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 la. Here we go. Candace, KKD, Jimmy, and Becky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Candace Hoff, KQD, Jimmy, and Becky. Happy birthday to you. Candace Hoff, KQD, Jimmy, and Becky, congratulations. Today is your special day. At least we're celebrating it today. We realize there are a million places you could be, a million people you could be with, but today you've chosen to be here with us. The privilege and pleasure is ours. German pancakes at Tanny Dunlap's house. Yay! Love the German pancakes. You guys are funny. I love that everyone still has their names. Their names from Festivus. Denny's stock is down 47%. See if we can finish them off. Help yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP, Village Inn. Is Denny's stock really down? Is it publicly traded? I mean, Grinchers, it would purely be coincidental. Anyway, have yourself a wonderful birthday. Thank you. Free pancakes wherever you get free pancakes at. Don't poke the toe. I want a divorce from my name. I told you when you changed it might be a while before you can change it back. We've got like a week or so more. You'll be fine. 9 days or so. Publicly traded as den. Okay, I'm searching it up right now. Least I can do is probably buy a share, right? Let's see, can I buy it through Cash App? Oh, I accidentally almost sent somebody named Dan stock or money. That's no good. I don't see it. Drum solo coming up, guys. Greeners, I can't find it. Here we go, drum solo. Beautiful. All right, welcome, one and all. Good to have you here. Dancing was great. The drummers was on point, on fleek. I don't know. I think I used that wrong. But how was everyone's yesterday? How was your Christmas? Was it absolutely fabulous? I think we We pretty much nailed it with all the gifts for our kids. I think we got the perfect thing. Yes, I did say on fleek. I'm not sure if I used that correctly, DMB. Do you like being Grinchers on green on the back camera? It's the back camera is accurate. It's the front one that's off. See if I can fix that. I can't because I can see right now it's not plugged in. It's my green screen that's got a problem. So Grincher's green is the real color. This is true. That is not. My Christmas was the best, says Selena K. That is wonderful. My Christmas was calm, quiet, and making lots of trips to the restroom, says Matthew Can't Be. Matthew, you're on the road to recovery. Next Christmas, I hope it will be a lot better than that. Thank you. Sloth Life gifted 5 memberships this morning. Thank you very much, Sloth Life. A lot of people got gifted memberships this Christmas season here. Thank you very much. Temujin says, Christmas was yesterday? Oh, crap, I forgot. Yeah. I'm late to name. 80s Music Man, I see you here. I completely jumped the shark. I probably used a word I shouldn't have used. That one disappeared, but I think there's another one. Let me see if I can find that one. I have to open it with. I'm missing a remote. Oh, found it. So I'm down 2 computers. I'm down 2 computer mice today because in our haste to get all the Christmas presents just perfect, we forgot to also order the required batteries. And apparently the only device in the house that uses AAA batteries that will power my son's little drone controller are my computer mice. So my computer mice have been raided. The batteries are gone. And so I have to use touchpads or just in the case of one computer, not use anything at all until I can get some batteries. So that's coming up. Let's see. Let's go to 2. I think we've got. Hang on. What is going on here? In Judge Simpson's court right now? Is this live? Yep, it's live. Give us a second. There's something going on in Judge Simpson's court I want you to see. Here we go. Can you guys see this? Look at this. Crowded court.
All right. The 14A District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now in session. All those having business before the court are here. The Honorable Judge J. Seventeenth.
You may be seated.
Merry Christmas, Judge. Hope you had a good one.
Why didn't Ann give me one pizza? Ms. Landy, can you start us off, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Ashley Londy for the people. At this time, people have waived any comments between this honorable court and the Office of Public Defender.
This is the little formality they do every morning. It's just saying there's no known, problems or whatever else. I have to say, I got all the stickers in. I got hundreds of stickers in.
I don't have to apologize. I saw Ron Brown just throw you into it. Go ahead.
Likewise, Your Honor.
Colin.
Not believe the conflict exists between
Good
this
morning,
honorable
Colin.
court and our office. If there's one rise, we would waive such a conflict.
Sorry to
The
disturb you.
court for its part also does not believe there is a conflict either under the Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder to the extent a conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear them. Court does call the case, People State of Michigan versus Jerome Porter.
I don't know why Colin thinks that it's acceptable to sleep through court, but he literally
Yes, Your Honor.
is in bed.
Your Honor, Alexis Plumai, Assistant Public Defender, appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Porter. Mr. Porter, could you just say your full name?
Jerome Antonio Porter.
Thank you.
The AG is on.
Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment today.
Did the AG put their presence on?
Should I wait?
Should you wait?
Yes.
Should she wait? I think I need the other side. Madam Attorney General, can you put your appearance on, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Messer, Assistant Attorney General for the people.
Thank you.
And
now you can go ahead.
Yes, I apologize.
Yeah, right. Apologize. Did that sound sincere? No.
Your Honor, we are just asking for an adjournment today of a few weeks so Mr. Porter can continue to pay down his arrears. He is close to getting to the point where he could waive to circuit court and avail himself of the standard
Happy birthday,
offer.
KKD, yesterday.
It just needs a little bit more time.
How much more time did he need?
Can we go 3 to 4 weeks?
DeJounte is there in the lockup, having to talk through the food port.
16th or the 23rd?
Colin,
23rd.
Meanwhile, asleep in bed.
Somehow I knew she'd take that. No objection from the people.
There is none, Your Honor. Thank you.
Probable cause conference, January 23rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Or as your invite indicates, bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I keep thinking Colin's frozen, but he's actually holding that position pretty well.
Oh, they're in Zoom. Okay.
As is
Court does call the
DeJounte.
cases of people versus Dale Miller.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Miller.
Morning.
Merry Christmas, belated.
And
Santa bring you what you want?
you know
what?
I am not going to get into this with you today.
Okay, I'll stop.
Did you get everything you wanted?
Yeah. My grandkids were with.
See, there you go.
They opened presents and that kind of.
Thank you. All right.
I believe he has a new case on the docket that he needs arraignment on, I believe.
You have an arraignment?
That's what it said on your spreadsheet.
Oh, the last one.
Oh, Colin's getting up now, starting to stretch.
That would be 1525.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Miller, state your name, please.
Dale Miller.
All right. Mr. Miller, you are before the court on a felony complaint that alleges that on or about October 8th, 2024 through October 12th, 2024, at the location of 7958 Churchill Court, Salem Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of aggravated stalking of a Lauren Jones. Do you understand that charge, sir?
Yes.
That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration, a $10,000 fine plus court costs, or probation for any term of years. You understand that?
Colin had a rough Christmas, I think.
First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
No.
You don't want an attorney representing you on this?
I'll take a court appointed if you got one, I guess.
Yeah, we have a few.
Like,
all right, this is the public defender.
Sure.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of my new client, waive reading, stand mute, request adjourned.
Take court appointed.
Defendant having waived formal readings. The defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea.
Colin is slowly crawling out of his blanket.
Ask that they tag along.
Much like a
but are you asking
caterpillar
for
or butterfly
adjournment?
exits a
Yes,
cocoon.
I don't have any green
Be
sheet.
the butterfly. I think he's going to spread his wings here shortly.
How much time did you need?
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks. All right. I'll set probable cause on this case for January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Will you set a nominal bond so he's getting credit? Please.
Seriously?
Well,
he's going to the
best to
bathroom.
bond anything from the people.
Mr. McFarland is taking care of his business this morning, and the jailer is
Set his bond in
inviting
this
us all
case at a
along.
$10,000, 10% bond.
Thank you.
All other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I'm also going to indicate that he's not to have any contact with Lauren Jones. You understand all of that, sir?
Sure do.
All right. Anything further from either
You can't
side?
make this
No,
stuff
Your
up.
Honor. Thank you.
Day after Christmas is crazy. Oh, he's done. He's done. Here we go. Hopefully he washed his hands.
And the other matters will be adjourned to that same day. Thank you. And I'm going to meet you out here. Court does call the case. People versus Devontae McFarland.
Here he is.
Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. McFarland, who appears via Zoom from the Washtenaw County Jail. Sir, could you please state your name for the judge?
Jonathan McFarland.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed this matter with the people as well as with Mr. McFarland. I believe today he will be waiving his right to a preliminary exam. Mr. McFarland, do I have your permission to sign your name to the preliminary exam waiver form?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. McFarland.
I think we're being punked.
You do understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And you understand that
judge
you'll
him.
not have that hearing and that you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right.
Yes, sir.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on counts 1 through 4 with 5 following.
We acknowledge receipt of the information, waive formal reading, and request a pretrial date.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea as to all charges. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
January 9th at 1:30 before Judge Slay.
January 9th, 2025, 1:30, Judge Slay. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. McFarland.
Thank you. To sign the court does call the case of the people versus, is it Myron Bell?
Colin's drifting off. He's trying very hard to stay awake, but I see his eyes start to close. iPhone is in a bathrobe. Is she in the shower? This is nuts.
Somebody from the PD's office want
Oh, Colin's done. He's done. Wake me up when it's my turn, says Colin. I'll be right here.
Miss Atkins, really? What's your name, sir?
Well,
Thank you. Oh, she's decided to. Good morning. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I apologize, Judge. Assistant Public Defender Chinazi Carey. Can really on behalf of Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell, state your name for the record.
well,
We respectfully request to set this matter for preliminary examination, Judge.
All right. Discovery is complete.
My name is Judge.
This is crazy.
What date are we using?
Court is full too. You know he's got all
People
sorts
have
of
their
drama.
witnesses available the 7th.
If Colin is unmuted and starts snoring, it would just
Preliminary examination will be set in person for January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Barr.
This is crazy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Thomas Buggy.
What's more impressive is
Good
that
morning, Your
Colin's
Honor.
giving us the
Alex
full
Warren Green on behalf of
view,
Mr. Buggy.
the whole
How
bed.
come nobody lets the
State your name.
general go first?
Sorry.
Never mind. Go ahead. Madam Attorney General.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Messer, Assistant Attorney General for the people.
And Mr. Buggy, if you could state your name.
Thomas Buggy.
All right. He's waiving preliminary examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you're waiving your right to have a preliminary examination?
Right.
You understand that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
Yep.
And you understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yep.
People also waive their right.
We do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on the single count.
Your Honor, acknowledge receipt of the information, waive its reading, and stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not
Colin
guilty
might be in a
pretrial in this
treatment
matter will be
center.
set for
February 13th 13th at 1:30 before
Oh,
Judge Slay.
Nina's doing
February
some meditation.
13th, 2025, 1:30, Judge Slay.
Oh, she snapped out of it. That was close.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Deeply meditating.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I think Colin might be in treatment. I've got to
Court
think
does
that's
call
the
the
only
case.
reason why
People
Judge is
versus
calling it out.
Russell Exelby.
Castellani for the people.
I found we're at the same Christmas party.
Did I wake you?
Just
No.
maybe a little bit.
Colin's like, yes, you did.
Joseph Alpering for on behalf of Mr. Exelby, who stands to my right. Mr. Exelby, if you could state your name for the record.
Russell Exelby.
Thank you.
Your Honor, obviously we have another bond violation. He's been arraigned on that matter. The day that he was to be screened for sobriety court, he was picked up on the bond violation. I have talked to Mr. Heaton, who's going to screen him either today or tomorrow. And because we want him to be screened by Mr. Heaton and not proceed to circuit, we would ask this court to adjourn this matter to allow him to be screened. We believe there's a resolution that's both likely and probable in this case.
All right. Will the 9th be enough time for them to get the screening and everything done, you think?
I would hope so, Your Honor. I think that's not.
Let's be optimistic. It's the holidays.
Leave it to you to inform us. The probable cause conference will be adjourned. It's January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Joe.
Court does call the case of the People versus Alex Cole.
Castellani for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Hall, appearing for on behalf of Mr. Cole, who incorrectly believed he was on the noon time block. I talked to him out in the hallway about 10 minutes ago. He's on his way here. Thank you, Judge.
Only because it's the holidays. Otherwise, he'd have a warrant. We'll go get him. The court calls the case People versus Deshaun Glover.
We're going to place on for the people.
David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the
Your name, sir? Deshaun Glover. Okay. And what are we doing on this, Mr. Goldstein?
Your Honor, Mr. Glover had prior counsel who has been extremely uncooperative in communicating. Took me a week and a half to get permission to sign his name to substitution, and he has failed to provide the discovery. I did reach out to Ms. Poisson. Hopefully the prosecutor's office will cooperate and get me another copy of the discovery by next Thursday.
We'll make it happen.
Okay. So you just want a week out?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Britt Bottoms, that sounds exciting. Got the full road set up, Mike and Streamer X.
Probable cause conference
I've
will
not
be
used their
adjourned
Streamer X
January
yet.
2nd, 2025, 9
I love
a.m.
road.
Bond continue.
They make some good products.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Probably
Thank
cash
you.
when they're
Thank you,
Bankowitz.
Court calls case People versus Emma Mathis.
Emma. Here you go, Emma.
Morning, Your Honor. Lawrence Margolis on behalf of Miss Mathis, who is present via Zoom. Emma, please unmute and state your name.
Emma Mathis.
She's a good person. She can grow plants.
Judge, the people have made an offer. I would like a little bit of time to go over that with Miss Mathis. A week would probably be sufficient.
Probable cause conference January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Matthew,
Thank you, Judge.
Matthew, sorry you're
continue.
missing breakfast. Melissa just can't tear herself away from the screen. This is crazy.
Court calls case People versus Desmond Ali.
Ready, Your Honor.
Oh, boy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sydney Rushing appearing on behalf of Mr. Ali, who's approaching to my right. Mr. Ali, can you state your name for the court loud and clear, please?
Desmond Ali.
Thank you.
Castellani for the people.
Your Honor, today we are asking your honorable court to schedule this for a preliminary examination. Discovery is complete.
People have their witnesses available the 7th.
Right now, Your Honor. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that date may work. If it doesn't, I'll reach out.
Preliminary examination in person, January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Perry.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank
Have a
you.
great day, Judge.
Is that it for you?
That's it for me. Just the one.
That's the easiest time it's ever been with you.
Oh, that is not.
No, it is true. That was a threat. It was. Court calls the case, People versus Lauren Brown.
Colin is eating whatever.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hyder
next
for
to his
Lauren
bed
Brown.
this morning. I'm thinking it's a half-eaten bag of Cheetos is my guess.
Are they here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Your Honor.
All right, state your name, please.
Lauren Brown.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I'm in negotiations with the prosecutor's office. I'm asking to adjourn this to the 16th.
He's picking a date. You have any
If that's
objection?
okay.
No, it wasn't, but we'll do it. All right. Probable cause conference, January 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
AZDCA,
Thank you, Your
DCS Oversight Group, welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Congratulations on 14 months.
Thank you, ma'am. Court calls the case of the People versus Brandon Davis.
Attorney was driving. It's like everyone's punking the judge and possibly us. This is the weirdest morning in this court I've ever seen. Colin is full on eating in bed.
Your name, sir?
Brandon Davis.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Bowling did approach me earlier. He informed me that there has been a conflict identified and that the PD to withdraw.
Britt Bottoms, thank you very much.
Based on my notes that Mr. Bowling, oh, sorry, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate standing in for Mr. Bowling on behalf of Mr. Davis. Based on the notes Mr. Bowling provided to me, that is correct. So we would respectfully requesting a 1-week adjournment for new counsel to be appointed.
No, we're not going to do it that way. Did he send in the form to have him appointed? He's going to know who his attorney is today.
Yes, may we approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
There we go. I'm going to try to not cover up Colin because he's keeping us enthralled with his antics this morning. He's inpatient somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. That it's got to be inpatient for treatment. But it can't be like jail, right? So this might be a drug treatment. But wouldn't they? A lot of those places try to sort of get you to behave a certain way as well. It's not just keeping you from drugs. Oop, iPhone. We've gone horizontal here, and looks like she's like, well, 2 people can sleep. There we go. She's out. Give her a minute. She'll be gone. This is nuts. Set the phone up and then you lay down. How about that? Got a little bit of a sidebar happening here. Can we get the audio back, Judge? You forgot to turn the audio back on. The judge is having a Monday as well. We can't hear Judge. It might be this way until he calls somebody who's on Zoom. Love the setup, by the way. That Streamer X and the white mic. It's really good. I like it. I moved my chat down a little bit, just so we wouldn't be covering Colin. who I think is trying to get a beverage opened. Oh. I think he's hanging his head over the edge of the bed. There we go. Welcome back, Judge.
So I just asked, apparently, Mr. All she said is Joe worked out with prosecutor. Joe. I would have to double check. I'm going to tell you something. Go to the gate. So it's got they're all worked out with Raymond Code to have insured.
Well, not all the time. That's fine.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
If Colin
Well, it does call the case. People versus Nikita Franklin.
If Colin finishes his breakfast and then starts playing his PlayStation, that would be bingo for me. Merry Christmas. If we didn't have the best chat, best mods, best hosts, I wouldn't be here. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Love your name too.
Who's on this?
Congratulations on 20.
Mr. Bellinger here. He's requesting an adjournment. Can somebody else handle it?
Here, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Nazi Carey, I can really on behalf of Mr. Franklin.
Yes, ma'am. Indicates that there's no discovery. He's requesting an adjournment.
Has been, I don't know if it was just sent this morning, but I do show.
It has been sent over. All right.
Switching back.
Probable cause conference. 2 weeks out as well. That's January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. All right. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Christopher Jordan.
We do have a podcast. It's going to be early today, by the way. Not during.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Evening. Andrew
Sullivan, P84261 here on behalf of Christopher Jordan, who's present by Zoom. Mr. Jordan, can you state your name for the record?
Where's Mr. Sullivan?
Yeah, my name is Christopher Jordan.
Is he on like a school
That's
bus?
a lot of Your Honor.
Christopher Jordan also just woke up, but at least he's vertical.
So have you seen his violation report?
I have, Judge, and I apologize. I've been ill and on vacation last week. I haven't been able to facilitate getting records from Therapeutics LLC, where Mr. Jordan is currently receiving outpatient treatment. He is testing there. I understand we just need to get those records to Community Corrections so that they can see that he is providing urine samples as required by the court. He's compliant with their programming. He receives methadone at that clinic. He's not able to receive that methadone unless he's compliant with the providing urine samples and testing, etc. So I apologize that I think the violation report is significantly just the failure of my office to get those records from Therapeutics over to Community Corrections.
Oh, they shouldn't hold that
Hey,
against
what are we
Christopher.
doing on this today?
Yes, Judge. I've requested discovery a couple times. First, in an email to Ms. Landy on the 2nd, and then on the 6th to PA discovery at washtenaw.gov, but I've not yet received discovery. So I'm unfortunately still in a position of requesting discovery.
Okay, and she's off. Go ahead.
Washtenaw.org, not .gov.
I may have just misstated it, but I'll look at my...
Okay.
Yeah, you sent it to the wrong email.
Hey, I'll wait.
I will send that again. I apologize. I sent it to washtenaw.org. I'll send it to washtenaw.gov.
No.
It doesn't look like we have a copy of defense counsel's appearance in the file, so we need a copy of the appearance to be sent to that address, and we'll release the discovery.
Just to make sure that we're crystal clear, could someone put the correct address in the chat?
Seriously?
I'll email it to Your Honor.
So the prosecution
Send you
has
an
his
email.
email.
You include your
They have not
appearance.
responded with that.
And everything will
Because
then
they don't have
happen
his
like
appearance.
clockwork. I'll adjourn probable cause conference out January 9th.
Lynn, it sounds like you have two
9
different
a.m.
accounts.
Bond continue.
You have two
Judge, can
different
we go one
accounts.
more week? I'm not available on the 9th. Can we go to the 16th? I apologize.
Any objection from the people? January 16th, 9 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus John Shelton.
I'm Brown appearing on behalf of John Shelton. You're on one of it. No.
Nina is practicing her invisibility spell,
I'm on
and
the
it's
one.
working. It's working. Good job, Nina.
Sorry, Your Honor. Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Shelton, Your Honor. I'm on case, where is it?
Ending in 108.
Yes, 0108. Rob J. Cole, Judge, I'm on 1225.
All right.
0108, I think it's getting dismissed. I
That
think.
is correct, Your Honor. I will have a nollie to the court. We did receive
The defendant has like
proof that the tether has been returned.
3 braids for a goatee. That's pretty cool.
All right, that case is dismissed.
Judge, on Mr. Shelton's other cases, would like to set this for exam.
It's all discovery complete.
Yes, Judge. Judge, I'd like the court to know that on 7th and the 14th, I'm in other courts, trials. Can we set it after that if it's possible?
We'll have their witnesses available the 21st.
John's tired too, Mel.
Preliminary examination, January 21st, 2024. 25, excuse me. 9 a.m. before me. On continued.
Judge, could you tell me what the bond, I just was appointed on this. I did meet with Mr. Shelton on the 23rd.
I have his bond set at 10,000 cash surety.
Judge, I wonder if you would entertain if my client could be placed on a GPS tether, you considering releasing pending the exam? He is a vet. He did turn himself in. He does receive veteran benefits. And that's right. He resides in Georgia, Judge. I'm wondering if the court would allow him to reside in Georgia. He came up to Michigan just to take care of some tickets.
And he got another one.
I'm sure the prosecutor doesn't want me to go into the case, but the gun that was alleged to have was his wife's registered gun. And I'm just wondering if the court would allow him to go back to Georgia and come back on the 21st.
Response from the people.
I understand that the second case was dismissed, but it was a larceny by conversion for absconding with the tether. I don't think that that's going to cut it in this case, and I'm extremely concerned about him leaving the state.
Larceny by conversion for absconding with the tether?
I don't.
So the case that was dismissed was absconding with a tether, but the part of the reason it got dismissed is because we got the tether back on.
And he did come to Michigan to deal with traffic tickets, and then this incident happened, and both he and his wife.
I understand that, but what about the leaving the state with the tether?
I flew into the town or something.
I understand. He turned him, Judge. I know nothing about that case, so I'll just leave it at that. If it's being dismissed, he came to Michigan to deal with
This case right here. I turned myself in. I flew in last Tuesday, Your Honor, and turned myself in last Thursday to deal with this case right here that we're talking about now.
At this point, I'm not going to change his bond. I'm going to deny the request for bond. Mr. Pillowald, after you look at everything, if you want to file a written motion or talk to the prosecutor, then we'll do that. At this point, the bond will continue.
Would you consider a 10% bond?
No, sir.
All right, thank you.
Court does call the case People versus, is it Grecia Cheatham?
Jesse Charles, welcome to the gallery.
Attorney for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court. Rita Young, P44626, appearing on behalf of defendant number 1, Gracia Cheatham, who I believe is present in the courtroom.
She is really loud.
Judge, they're out in the hallway out here.
They're in the hallway because the court is packed. It's like standing room only there. I think Colin is able to get a little bit of shut eye here. It's his big day. He needs to rest up for it. iPhone's doing the same. Perfected the art of sleeping with your eyes open. But here they go. Their eyelids are getting heavy, heavier, slowly closing.
Was there no contact listed between the two of them? There's supposed to be a no contact between the two sisters, or both defendants.
She needs to sit up right now.
And why were
she's
they
gonna
out
fade
there
off.
together?
They were pretty far apart, Judge.
Sorry, I'm your mother.
They were,
They were well aware, well, since at least one of them was, because I was at the arraignment, it was very clear there's to be no contact. She was specifically asked, and I believe it was the other Miss Cheatham, that I can double check. She was asked if that was going to be a problem, and the answer was no.
Where's the other?
She was also, in all fairness, reminded, and as I'm sure they both were, that they need to be at all court dates, and then they were, so. Unless that was listed, and if it was, I apologize, but that is not my business.
So they're in trouble for sitting too close together in the courthouse when they have a court appearance?
I don't have that it was lifted. Does counsel know anything about that, Miss Young?
I do not, Your Honor. This is my first time hearing about a no contact condition.
So you're saying you did not think there was a no contact on your case?
Right. This is my first time hearing about a no contact condition, Your Honor.
Who is the other defendant?
That's a Destinu. Hope I'm pronouncing her
Got it.
name correctly.
Destinu.
And she's represented by Mr. Killawall.
Right, we got that. I'm just looking. All right. So, Miss, your name, ma'am?
Gracia.
She does not have a contact with the other Miss Cheatham.
There's no contact in her file?
There is a no contact, but it doesn't apply to Miss Cheatham. However, Mr. Killawall's client does have a no contact with this defendant. So she's not in violation. Your client is.
Judge. I'm sorry, I would ask that a no contact be added in this Ms. Cheatham's case as well. I'm not sure.
It's only a
All
one-way.
right, Ms. Young, you have anything to say to that? Your name.
I'm assuming, Your Honor, that. Sorry, did you want me to stop for a minute?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm assuming that the no contact is related to the allegations in the case. And so I would ask the court that if there's a no contact provision, that it simply pertain to not discussing the case between them.
You don't live at the same address, do you?
No.
Then I'm not clear why they would need to have contact at least while this is pending. So I will add no contact to Grecia's case, no contact with, is it Destine Cheatham?
Yes.
Very well, Your Honor.
You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
And when I say no contact, I mean no contact. That means that you're not to have phone calls, no social media, no contact of any type. You understand that?
Yes.
And also no contact through third parties. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What were we doing in your case?
Your Honor, I am requesting an in-person preliminary examination hearing, please.
It's all discovery complete.
No, I believe I am missing some photographic and media discovery, so I'd ask the prosecutor to produce that for the exam date.
Well,
Send a
I'll
letter.
give you an exam date once we have all discoveries complete, because you haven't even been able to go through it with your client. So where is that information?
Glad you got it, Alley Cat. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have received all paper discovery, and Ms. Cheatham has received a copy of it, but referenced in the paper discovery is photographic and some media evidence, and I'm just requesting that that be provided in whatever date the court deems is appropriate for us to come back for the adjourned probable cause conference is fine with me.
May I, Your Honor?
Yes.
First of all, Ms. Young, did you send your appearance to our office?
Yes, and you sent me the paper discovery.
Can you please send me directly to me a request being very specific about the type of discovery you're requesting?
Okay, if you be so kind to put your full name in the chat after the hearing, I'd appreciate it, and I will do that.
No problem, I'll do that right now.
So I'll adjourn probable cause
Prosecution's
conference out to
dragging their feet.
January
That's
9th,
crappy.
2025, 9 a.m. Hopefully we can get all that together.
Judge, I'm so sorry, but I start a jury trial in front of Judge Slay on the 6th that would probably run that entire week.
Go away. No, I'm kidding.
No, she won't.
Okay, may I appear by Zoom on the 9th? I'm sure she'll let me. Okay.
She'll let you, because she's nicer than me.
Okay.
Well, I'll wait for an answer. I'm not gonna get one, am I? She is nicer than me. January 9th, yes, you may appear via Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. And yes,
Even though we're right down the road, that's okay.
you both have the same level of niceness.
That's the right answer.
Oh, that's the best you can do? Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
January 9th, man.
Ms. Cheatham, we'll talk again soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And the other, where's the other Cheatham?
You add both of them.
Oh, it's right
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Court calls the case of Destine Cheatham.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Tana, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of
Morning, I'm Rob Jacobs on behalf of Destiny Cheatham. Destiny, would you state your name for the record?
Destiny Cheatham.
Judge, since you're adjourning the other matter to the 9th, can we also adjourn ours?
I will, however, she's in violation of her bond.
Judge, here's the thing. I'm not sure the mom was aware of that and my client wasn't aware of that. Mom brought both girls here. I talked to the mom. She will take one of the girls home and call somebody else to pick up the other girl if necessary. But I'm not sure my client was aware that there was no contact order.
Well, first of all, thanks to Mom for bringing them because they were not here last time and had to be picked up by fugitive team. So I do appreciate that. However, Ms. Cheatham was made aware. I was, as I stated, at the arraignment where she was specifically asked if there would be a problem with her not having contact with her sister by Magistrate Fink, if there was a reason that she didn't have contact with her sister. And the answer was no.
Judge, when I did see them out in the hallway, they were far apart. They were not discussing. It's just that.
Yeah, but they came, so that's part of the problem is, and I understand maybe what Mom's doing, but part of the problem is she knows she's not supposed to have contact.
Well, she will have no further contact with her sister, and Mom can get somebody to come and pick her up if the court would just give her one last chance.
Your Honor, if I may, the problem here isn't just this one situation. The problem is there have been very clear instructions by the magistrate and potentially the court on what to do, what's allowed and what is not. And the backup problem, the bigger problem is they also failed to appear after magistrate made it very clear that was not an option. Now, I'm quite frankly surprised they're not in custody, given the procedural history of this case, but here we are. I'm glad they're here. Hopefully we can get these cases moving. This involves distributing
material that involved sexual acts committed by a minor. This is no joke. The court is somewhat, because you had one of the other co-defendants.
Yeah.
And we had difficulties there as well. So I'm not sure why it's so difficult to show up and follow no conflict provisions, but it seems to be a problem.
Judge, she's here today. She
Did
said
you
at the
post the
agreement.
bond?
Pardon me?
Yes.
Okay.
So you
That's
signed
why
your-
she's out.
your conditions
She
of bond.
posted the bond, but then violated the bond. What is that?
Judge, they were in a cell together when they were being arraigned. Again, Judge, I'm just asking if the court would please consider, she understands now. If she did make a mistake, it was unintentional. She's just asking.
Well, hold on a moment. You live in Ann Arbor or Ipsy?
Yes.
Pardon?
Yes.
Which one you live in, Ann Arbor or Ipsy?
Ann Arbor.
The other young lady lives in Ipsy, so why are they together? And the prohibition is on your client, Mr. Killalonga.
Judge, I didn't know that at the arraignment. I wasn't at the arraignment, so I can't tell you why she didn't. All I'm at, she made a mistake. I'm asking the court. Pardon me?
My mom brought us together. I didn't.
Okay,
She had to
just,
take us-
shh, you're not gonna get anywhere. She made a mistake, Judge.
Just
She will
shush.
not make it.
You're not
She'll
gonna
go
get
home
anywhere.
Not a
separately.
mistake. She knows what the bond conditions are.
Her mom
Mr. Allen.
did this. Mr. Allen, custody.
Who are you? Okay. What do you want to say?
I got bills trying to get them out. They will come back to work. I was unaware of all the no contact. She lived with.
Mom, I get you were.
Mom was piping
She
in.
wasn't.
When she had got out on the person bond, they had said, yeah, but she wasn't aware at this time. She just got confused. She didn't know. They will not be with each other again.
Judge, there's no allegation that they were in a hallway talking about this. It was, and again, I don't mean to minimize what happened, but the mom picked the girls up. Again, it was a mistake on their part. They will have no contact. You can be assured of that. I just can't see putting this young lady in jail. She came to court today.
First of all, you can't see it. She didn't appear. So we had to issue a warrant. My understanding is they had to have a team go out, pick her up. She gets here, she gets her bond conditions, and then violates the bond conditions.
They were separated in the hallway, Judge. I can't explain why mom picked them up, but they were not together in the hallway. They were not conversing. They were not talking.
She should have let mom know she had that prohibition. I'm not blaming mom. Mom is doing what mom will do. I'm blaming her.
That sound is my son's drone flying in the hallway.
Judge,
Yes, we got him a drone.
again, this is a very serious case.
It is, and that's one of the reasons why that condition is on there.
I understand.
And she violated it. Well, first, like I said, first of all, she doesn't appear. Then she violates it.
Defending this young lady would, and again, would be much easier, her being out of jail. I'm asking the court to give this young lady one last chance, Judge. And whatever's going to happen, please hold over the violation till we do the exam.
Now, I think at this time, I'll reconsider it, but right now she's going back. Mom can get the other daughter home. I will reconsider exactly whether I'll leave her in there at noon today.
Just gonna be held in the tank for a bit.
They might have a docket.
Now mom's chiming in again.
I have a docket starting at noon, another block. I will reconsider it in that time. I'm not blaming you. I understand what you're saying. She knew she wasn't supposed to do that.
Paula,
And that's the
congratulations.
problem.
12 months.
Okay. So I'm going to take all of that into consideration, take a close look at it, and then make a determination at noon as to whether or not I'm going to let her back out. Okay, thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Devin Wade.
Colin does have a competency hearing. That
Morning,
explains.
People on behalf of Devin Wade. Devin, would you state your name for the record?
Devin Wade.
Judge, can we set this up for exam, please?
Is all discovery complete?
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available to 7.
Just one moment, Your Honor.
Judge, as I told you before, I'm trial.
You're not available until the 21st.
Correct.
People have their witnesses available the 21st.
We'll try.
Checking because there was a co-defendant on this case, Your Honor. I'm just looking to see when that person's exam is.
Is that one going to exam also?
Nina is on the
Who's the
move.
co-defendant?
She's going past ceiling fan after ceiling fan.
It appears that the defendant, the co-defendant was previously set
She was saying, I
for
have
an
court.
exam.
I have court.
Is now set for a preliminary exam on March 4th, 2025 with Judge Perry.
March 4th.
March 4th.
It had been remanded back down for additional charges, Your Honor, and it's now.
That's right, because that's the case that came back down
Yes.
and then went over. Is there
Nina is
any
folding
reason
laundry.
that they need to be held together?
I am not entirely sure, Your Honor, if the court wishes to set this for the January date and my office discovers anything, we can contact Ms. Ford and Mr. Killerwall.
2 more ceiling fans.
Preliminary examination will be set
Make
in
that 3.
person January 21st, 2024, 25 at 9 before Judge Moore. Judge Moore.
Nina is in the OnlyFans house.
Continue.
Only ceiling
Thank
fans house. Sorry,
Thanks,
I
Judge.
said that wrong. Sorry, Nina.
Court calls case People versus Cynthia Bomberger.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
The guy that's in bed is being held for a competency review to see if he mentally is capable of standing for the charges that he's charged with, which would explain why the judge is allowing this.
Right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Catherine Girding, appearing on behalf of Ms. Romberger, who is standing to my right. Ms. Romberger, please state your name for the record. Cynthia Romberger.
Are we
Okay,
cleaning out
what are we
one's
doing?
nostrils right now?
Your Honor, Ms. Romberger does also have another pending matter out of Jackson County that is set January 8th. So I did talk to Prosecutor Childers about moving this probable cause conference till after January 8th, to see if we can have a global resolution.
No objection, Your Honor, that's all correct.
Probable cause conference January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Your Honor, can I address the testing provision for Ms. Romberger?
Yes.
This is not an alcohol offense. She's being currently monitored through Washtenaw County. We did get those reports. The thing that she is popping for
We get
is
the
the
whole makeup
opiates,
routine.
which is part of this offense, but those are prescription medication that she's been on for years. So I would be asking the court
Has
to
she
consider.
provided her prescription?
I believe so. And I do have, hold on. Yes, Your Honor. And I also have a copy of it.
So what are you asking the court to do?
I'm asking that the testing be ceased, Your Honor.
Nina providing
That's denied.
this live
Testing will
stream
continue.
with
Okay.
focus on
Thank you.
skincare. This is how to do it, folks. How to do your makeup for
Thank
court.
you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same. And spring me in. Okay. You'll match it up later. Okay. Court does call the case of the People versus Donovan Lawrence.
Colin is out. Colin's going to sleep through his hearing.
Morning, Your Honor. Honorable Court, David, on behalf of Mr. Lawrence.
Morning, Honor. Marcia Kracher, briefly on behalf of Mr. Donovan Moore.
This is your motion to withdraw. What's your reason?
I have accepted a position in other county which will require me to relocate, Your Honor.
Got it. Motion to withdraw.
Anyone know these products? What is she using this morning?
Granted.
What's the blue one?
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
MAC office has given the case to Mr. Burgess. Go ahead.
And Your Honor, I'm in receipt of discovery in this matter. I spoke with Ms. Poisson this morning. Sorry, actually on another matter, but we're asking for an exam be set, Judge.
You have the discovery?
I do, Your Honor.
People have the witnesses available the 7th. Preliminary examination in person will be set January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Barr. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. That attorney stands head and shoulders above his client. Oh. Pop something in the mouth.
Court does call the case People versus Hassan.
Oh my goodness, Nina.
Abu Ara.
National Lonnie for the People.
Okay, that's just yucky. No, that's yucky, Nina. Oh, that's not good. That's your shirt.
Thank you. Thank you and good morning, Your Honor.
That's your shirt and that's your nose.
On behalf of Mr. Hassan Abu Ara, who's present to my right. Could you state your full name for the record, please? Hassan.
Bless you.
She needs more than a bless you.
Your Honor, today is the date time set for a probable cause conference. At this time, my client is asking me to request a 1-month adjournment, Your Honor. I know this has been going on for some time. My client is trying to pay, he's trying to sell some properties that him and his family have overseas. He's in the process of doing that. He wants to pay a big chunk of the restitution so that hopefully he can get an offer. I talked to the APA. The APA says there's currently no offer on the table. He's hoping if he does pay some of that restitution, he can then waive up and seek an offer at circuit court.
And any offer would be made in circuit court, Your Honor. There will not be an offer at district court level in this matter.
And that's understood, Your Honor. So we would just like some time. He is in the process of getting that done. He tells me he just needs about a month. He'll be able to pay a big chunk of the restitution so that we can.
So you want that paid before you're trying to pay that before you waive up.
That's correct.
What you're saying.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference, January 23rd, 2025.
The judge glances over at YouTube, at the Zoom, sees everything is normal,
counsel?
continues.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has everybody forgotten about green sheets? Did the holidays blake out? No, Ms. Akinruli, you were fine. Mr. Brown was not. And that seems to be a consistent pattern now.
I am very green.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the People versus John Paul Remus.
All right, what's next, Nina? What's next on the
Your
routine?
Honor, please, Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Mr. John Paul Remus, who's
Shelley Kelly. It's quite objectionable, but we're halfway through the get ready with me. Thanks for the super chat.
Your name, sir?
John Paul Remus.
And you're requesting an adjournment.
That's correct, Your Honor. I believe there should be a green sheet in there.
There is.
Just making sure.
You are right on track.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that.
Right? You do everything perfect, Mr. Burgess.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah, we're looking. This
because
I don't know about the reaction afterwards.
No,
okay, I'll take the
you're fine. I'm looking at Brown.
Okay.
Could be
or tape
if he
over the
comes
mouth.
up here again asking
sure
for
which.
it, just you don't have to wait for my order. Just take it.
Pick a weapon anyway.
January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Is it wax?
For the record, I do believe that if paper discovery has not
She's gonna
already
rip it
been
off.
sent, then it will be sent in the next coming days. I did just check our file. We have yet to receive video from Ann
That's
Arbor
wax.
Police, so I'll make the supplemental request for that today.
Okay.
And Judge, I was going to ask for a week adjournment. Is that not available? Just my client's in custody. So
I know that.
I know. I'm just.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
I know, Judge.
January 2nd. I'll do it January 2nd. Hopefully they'll be able to get everything over so you can go through it with it.
Ms. Poisson is so efficient, Your Honor. I assumed 1 week was fine. So
iPhone has woken up to see what's happening here.
No, Mr. Burke.
depends on the
But
case.
go ahead. That's
Judge, it
fine.
depends on the case.
That's fine. No.
She could be called next. Is she ready?
She said she didn't like you. I don't know what that was all
Silicone
about. Court calls the case People versus Grace Bonilla. We were just having a discussion.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Padilla, who appears via Zoom. Ma'am, can you please unmute and state your full name for the court?
Grace Padilla.
Judge looks down at
Grace
Zoom.
Padilla.
Thank you, ma'am.
What is happening?
There are two issues going on. One is all right, I see the second issue, but there's another case.
Yes, Your Honor. We're respectfully requesting an adjournment. Mr. Emmons did inform me that another case has been charged. I do not believe it has been sworn out yet, but we're requesting an
Is that
adjournment.
another felony?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then she needs to consult with counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's off camera. She's back. Here we go.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned to January 16th, 2025.
Now it's time to do the
9
hair.
a.m.
A little bit of
Continue.
spray here. A little spray there.
The 16th, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fluff, fluff,
Thank you.
fluff.
Thank you, Ms. Padilla.
Give it a once over. Spray the cloud. Walk into it.
Court does call the case People versus John Boyer. 2 files.
Mayor Jonathan, I'm on behalf of the people. I believe that Mr. Helm is on one of the files. Oh, there he is.
I'm actually on both. Robert Ellman on both files, Your Honor, with and on behalf of Mr. Boyer.
Okay,
Mr. Boyer,
flip
state your
the
name.
hair.
John
Flip the
Michael
hair
Boyer.
back.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, I apologize. I know I've heard you mention the green sheets. I did not fill one of those out. I have.
Mr. Alman, because of the way you are forgiven.
Thank you, Your Honor. I promise.
It's
to do
only
better
Mr.
next
Brown
year.
that is not
That's
today.
a massive
Go ahead,
eyedropper.
what?
What is that?
Your Honor, I've begun negotiations with Mr. Emmons, and I believe we're
Oh, it's
looking at
deodorant. We're
possibly
putting on deodorant. Maybe.
having Mr. Boyer enter mental health court. So I'd be requesting an adjournment to have him screened for that purpose.
And how long a process are they running? 2 or 3 weeks or?
With the holiday here, I don't know if we're even taking evaluation.
Hey, Jen. I will
Probable
never
cause
again
conference,
complain
January
about
16th, 2024,
about how difficult it is to get ready in a
9
short amount of
a.m.
time. I have nowhere near.
Your Honor, may I
your
address
team.
bond briefly?
We need substitution. Were you, Mr. Ellman, on the 1637 case? Are you appointed or?
No, I was retained, Your Honor.
All right, then we're gonna need a substitution in, I'll adjourn it out, but we're gonna need a substitution sent over to us, please.
Thank you. I will do that. May I address bond briefly?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've had good discussions with Mr. Boyer as well as his mother. And as I stated, there are some mental health issues here. The address where Mr. Boyer resides is actually his mother's address. I would be asking for a release to GPS tether, if not home confinement, if Your Honor finds it necessary. I would just like Mr. Boyer to be in a place that's potentially better for his mental health, that he may be able to start treatment sooner as well. And I know I do have the support of his mother, who wishes to have him home.
What is this? Oh,
Sponsor
new product.
people.
New
He did
product.
fail to appear back in April of 2024, and then in the interim period of time, and that was on the 1637 case, and then
Nail file.
subsequently picked up the clean and eluding picked up the FA from January, failed to appear in April, and then clean and eluding. Concerns about his coming back. If the court were to feel compelled to release, might ask that it be on home confinement tether as well as some kind of alcohol supervision via scram or sobering, whatever most appropriate.
Motion for bond reductions denied. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nina's
Have a
about to be
great day.
called to court with those wax
Court
strips on
calls
her
the case
face.
People versus Kevin Burden.
Mid nail filing.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Burden, Your
Who
Honor.
filled this out for you?
She did.
Did she?
Yeah.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
Kevin Burden, sir.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
I'm requesting an adjournment. My video, I couldn't open it. The media, so I need some better video.
January 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. bond continued.
Are they wax strips?
It's going to be a
Silicone?
Thursday.
Is it like provide
Yes.
skin tightening?
Thank you, Your Honor.
What
We
does
have
it do?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have to try all these products, clearly. I mean, I took a shower, I dried my hair, and I
Court
combed
does
it.
call the case
Then
People
I was ready.
versus
I brushed
Benjamin
my
Whitfield.
teeth. That was the extent of my morning routine. Is it hair removal? That's gotta hurt.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf. Edward Drukas on behalf of Benjamin Whitfield in both matters.
Like Edward Drukas's background, but it looks like he's very tall. He's up right next to the ceiling.
Your name, sir?
Benjamin Whitfield.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Nail file
Thank you, Your Honor.
done.
We are
What is
asking for a
next?
preliminary examination in both of these cases,
And all discovery is complete.
to my knowledge.
I'll change it to a finer grit, maybe. Another brand new
People
nail
have their
file.
witnesses available the 7th.
This is the buffing
You
file. I
look
think.
like you had a question.
Oh, she's giving us the bird right
Thought
there.
we was waving.
We get the bird.
Pardon?
Thought we was waving.
You thought you were waving?
Your Honor, the last I spoke with him in custody was Sunday, and we were setting it for exams. It sounds like he wants a little bit more discussion on the case. If we could adjourn it 1 week, I'd have some additional discussion with him.
They look quite
We can
sharp
just
and
do it on the
pointy.
7th.
Pardon? Well, I'd be able to set you so you could decide what you want to do on the 2nd, but I'll do it however you want me to do it. What do you want? What do you want? You want to talk to him some more about what she should do? Yeah, okay.
Is the goal to
Then
sharpen them all, or is she trying to like file down their
I'll
natural
adjourn your probable cause.
edge?
I'll go out 1 week since you're in custody, January 2nd. Okay. And then you can talk to him further about what you want to do on the case. All right, young man? All right. Thank you. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please tell me Nina's next. I've got to either put a stop to this or get a full explanation of what's happening. You guys, ladies, you know what she's doing. Please fill me in on the details. Why the second sandpaper thing? Is it a
Court
finer
call case,
grit?
People versus Frank Jamie.
Oh, she just ripped those off like it was nothing. Not a wince.
Assistant
Not a
Public Defender
flinch.
Ben Dunwith, on behalf of Mr. Cheney, who approaches the podium and stands to my right. Mr.
I would
Cheney,
be on
will
the
you please
floor,
state your name for the record.
curled up in the fetal
Cheney.
position.
You want an adjournment on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Defense is asking for an adjournment.
Without objection, January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you. January 9th.
That is amazing.
Court, they're there. I cannot tell.
Was it
if
not
they're there or
wax?
not. They're
It's not wax?
Hey,
Man, I thought
can
she
you
was
tell
like
them just make
Superwoman
sure
for a
they're
minute.
Stepped out when they're ready.
Oh, what is this?
Court calls the case of the People versus Nicole Coleman.
That's not you, Nina. What's the product? I need brand names. Oh, it's an
Assistant
eyedropper.
Public Defender Ben Dunwith, on behalf of Ms. Coleman.
She's done
who
the
is
same thing like
approaching the
4
podium
times,
now.
but I don't know what each one is like.
Ms. Coleman,
It's
would
like
you
you have
please
to
state your
prime
name
it
for
and
the
then
record?
paint it. Is that the idea with your face?
Thank you.
And Ms. Coleman would like to demand her exam.
All discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 7th.
I need brand names and links on my burner phone, please. Clearly, I'm
Preliminary
missing all these
examination
steps. I'm gonna
in
get it
person
ready.
will be set January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Perry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bond will continue.
I happen to know she needs to change her shirt. I'm not asking her to do that on camera, please, but I know that her shirt is not clean. Don't ask me how I
Oh, they
know.
gotta refuse
I
it
just
like
know.
that. Okay. There you go.
I did. I was using the 4-in-1. That's what I use in the shower. It's 4-in-1.
So nobody's there.
Yeah.
Nobody asked, but I'm telling you anyway. Grace,
Court does call the
keep it
case People
headshot,
versus
please.
Willie
I'm not sure what
Collins.
we just saw, but
Assistant Public Defender Ben Dunwith, on behalf of Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, are you in the courtroom?
hearing nothing.
Your Honor, I've not been able to reach my client. The defense asked for an adjournment.
He's like, Mr.
For the
Collins.
record, there was also a
Mr.
violation
Collins,
reported
are you here?
from
Yes.
So,
Clearly, I've made every effort, Judge. I
Bench
even
warrant
yelled in
will
your
issue for
court.
defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety. That warrant will issue immediately. Good on this one. Court does call the case, the people versus Robert Drivashevsky.
Nina, you've got time. Are you ready?
And Alex Warren Green on behalf of Mr. Drobashevsky.
Nope. She's got some sort of cream, another bottle. This looks like Mountain Dew.
She's about bail reduction too, and I have information here.
Robert Edward Drobashevsky. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
How much can you put on
Your
your
Honor, I
face?
submitted
How
to
many
the court
layers?
2 findings and orders on competency. We would stipulate to the forensic examiner's report and ask the court to opine him restored to competency.
People have nothing further.
Maybe make the
But
bed
I
as a
already
final.
found that he was competent last time.
we
we
get the
were
tongue.
here.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I wasn't
Set
sure
for
that-
probable cause today.
Understood. We're asking for a preliminary examination.
Okay.
All discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
Layer number 5 goes on the face.
The people, I realize this has been going on sometimes.
It goes
but
everywhere.
People
Just
have their
smear it
witnesses
around.
available on
Just
the.
make sure you get it in your eyes and everything.
Yes.
Argument for bail.
I know.
It's got to be like the top coat. I'm thinking that's like the clear coat that you spray on when you're done.
Your Honor, when the court has a moment, may I briefly address bond?
Preliminary
Okay, let's
examination.
grab something
will
out of
be
the
set
fridge,
January
maybe?
7th,
Oh
2025.
no, that's a cabinet.
9 a.m. before Judge
Ooh.
Barr.
Nope, that was not the final coat. We've got layer 7
As to
now.
bound.
Your Honor, bond in
It
these
goes
cases
everywhere.
is a combined $525,000 cash. Mr. Drobashevsky has been in custody since January 14th of this year. I believe the complaining witness, Ms. Lerma, is in court today and would join us in asking the court to consider a personal bond in both of these cases. In the event Mr. Drobashevsky were released from custody, he could return to the residence
nothing
he
else
was
to put on,
previously
Nina.
residing at. And I believe Ms. Lerma, the
You've tried
complaining
everything
witness,
in the
would live
cabinet.
at a separate residence. I know Mr. Drobashevsky was getting support from the VA. I think he would be able to get that support for his mental health from the VA for release. I know his mental health has improved, as evidenced by forensic report. So we just ask the court to consider reducing bond in both the cases.
Respond.
Your Honor, aside from a lengthy history, including assault with intent to cause serious injury from dating back all the way to 1994, multiple RNOs, multiple obstructing, multiple interfering with crime reports, as well as a prior DV. We have one case that involves 9 counts, aggravated stalking,
This is
weapons, larceny, domestic violence, tag-along, witness intimidation.
This is the secret part of her
I think
makeup.
based
That's why she
off
won't
that
show us.
alone,
Everyone has that secret recipe, you know, to
The
get that look.
$525,000 cash was appropriate. But looking at the facts of the first case, the defendant held a weapon, once again, a gun, and the other time a knife to the victim's head. Threatened to kill her if she did not quit her job and sell her home. The defendant texted the victim times, alarming threats, including, "I'm coming for your head. If it's my last breath, if it's my last breath on this earth, I'll take you. And I will have your head in my hand. I'm taking your head and shooting you in the pussy for payback." There are a few of the, and these are just a few of the many threats that he made. That's just from the first case.
Grinchers,
There was a
no,
separate
that's
group
not
of
romantic.
allegations amounting to witness intimidation. I don't think reduction at this point is appropriate.
Your Honor, Mr. Drobashevsky has prepared 2 letters for the court. If I may review those and submit a written motion, would the court reconsider it?
Motion for bond reduction is denied. You can submit, of course, and the court will take it up when it's submitted to it.
I want to hear
you,
the
Your Honor.
letters.
Thank you.
Or maybe I don't. Holy cow. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad, sir. Maybe don't do those things, don't say those things, and then you might have a better shot at bond. Okay, Nina is She's already done the sponge routine on the face. I'm not sure what that's for.
No.
Spackle, maybe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. We're not, no, you don't do that. It's not the way it works. Court calls case, People versus David Copeland.
Nina clearly thinks she's going to be called at any moment.
Sure, you let him know that.
Ron Brown with a green sheet.
Ron with a green sheet. He needs the green sheet.
Approach.
Yes, you can hand it to Alan. I don't want you to. Oh, sorry.
Eyeliner? What's going on now? I'm torn between these crazy
Anyway.
cases and then Nina's routine.
That's not your writing. Anyway, all right, you're requesting, Mr. Brown.
Yes, Your Honor. We're trying to come up with the restitution so that he can have a misdemeanor.
Is there an offer where a reduced charge if he comes up with restitution? Is that?
Yes, Your Honor, I was looking for about 50% of that restitution amount up front. The total amount of restitution is just over.
It's got to be eye related.
So he needs about 6 months. Well,
90 days would be.
90 days.
I've just got bonded out of jail, and it's winter time, so our work's a little bit slow. I'll pour concrete.
Ooh.
I won't go out that far. I'll tell you
Help
what.
to
I'll do.
remove
What's
the
my-
puffiness under the eyes. This is the anti hangover cream, I think it is.
February 6th.
What I will do is probable cause February 6th. Give you some time. Let's see what you come up with.
Under-eye
in the
corrector
interim, and then I'll
concealer.
just-
Thank you.
Did the defendant post the bond?
Bond.
Oh, bondsman, okay.
So he can't use those funds.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that was.
I think she's making a
1,800
TikTok right now. We're just sort of along for the ride.
Thank you.
Another sponge.
Court
Different
does call the
sponge.
case People versus Trenteri and Glasgow.
All the way in the ears? You have to get it in your ears? It's funny. The guys are looking at the same. Yeah. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Hold on.
All the women are like, yep, yeah,
Wasn't
that's
I
this,
calling him
that's
back
that.
in?
Foundation.
Boy.
Yes,
Oh,
you do,
okay.
all the way to the ears.
Okay, thanks.
Your attorney has COVID. I'm not saying it.
Your attorney has COVID. It's never a good sign.
Morgan, please on for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Ben Dunaway on behalf of Mr. Glasgow, who is standing to my right.
Mr. Glasgow, can you state your name, please?
Trenteri and Glasgow.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we would like to set for exam and also argue bond.
Solve discovery complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available to 7.
We'll do our best.
Preliminary examination, January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Terry.
I'm pretty sure Nina is
Esteban.
ready from the waist up.
Your Honor, my client is 19 years old. He has no convictions that we can see on iChat. He does live in Lansing with family, so he has strong support. He's not on probation or parole. He's taken care of one of his holds, paid his bond. He just needs to get a GPS tether.
Response?
One moment. Your Honor.
Yeah.
Man. She's got like, this is like sponge number 6. How do you remember which layer goes where? We've had like creams and oils and
A particularly egregious
powders and
strangulation.
sprays.
In this matter, we requested 300,000 cash or surety because the defendant strangled and struck the victim to the point he not only was bruised and it impeded her breathing, but it actually caused her to urinate. He also struck her to the point where she lost consciousness. I understand that she doesn't, or that he does not have a criminal history, but based on the severity of the violence in this particular case, I don't believe that any reduction or modification of bond at this point would suffice.
Anything else?
Your Honor, I think the court could consider home confinement if the court doesn't consider him to be a safe person to be out in the community. He does live with his parent. Do you live with your parents or family?
My parents deceased. I live with my nephew.
He lives with his nephew.
Motion for bond reduction denied. Bond will continue. Thank you. Court calls case. People versus Antonio Kraut.
Public Defender Tanaka Carey, I can really on behalf of Mr. Antonio Kraut here. And Mr. Kraut, state your name for the record, please.
Antonio Kraut. Thank you, sir.
Wouldn't you want to get
Judge, you're
like
requesting an
dressed
adjournment
first and then
today.
makeup? Because you're like pulling clothes over your face.
I turned it in, Your Honor. I promise I did. What's your question?
Yeah, is it right there on the table?
It's not.
It's not on the table?
I
Did she put
turned
in
it.
a green sheet on Kraut?
She's getting ready for work. She has to be there at 5 p.m.
You understand, Mr. Kraut?
Your Honor.
Yeah, you see what I have to deal with. All right, look.
When you find that green sheet somewhere on that table today.
We're gonna find this mythical green sheet that Akin really filled out. Sure.
I apologize, Your Honor. I really,
You're saying my staff lost it?
no.
Is that what you're claiming? What did you say about
I
Ann?
can fall on my
now we've got a
sword.
What did you say about Ann?
And
She
no,
losing
here comes the
stuff?
shirt. Here comes the shirt.
What?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know. I was gonna defend you.
Let it dry.
How
Let
much
it
time
dry.
did you need? Well,
It's fine, Your Honor.
Just don't wipe it with the shirt. Whatever you
Probable
do.
cause conference. We'll set that for January 9th. 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. All right. Thank you, sir.
Looks good. I can do that part.
We'll have the green sheet catch up.
Did you get a fan?
When she gets sued. Court calls the case. People versus Brandon Davis.
Q-tips in the eye. Is that where they go? I always stuck them in my ears.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Davis.
Kurt Drukas on behalf of Brandon Davis.
State your name for the record.
Oh, all right.
Close that cabinet.
Okay,
You're
I
gonna knock your
signed
knee
the
on it, and you'll be like sore
Order
all
of
day long.
withdrawal for the PD. Your new counsel, Mr. Drukas, said it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. What are we? You're going to need an adjournment on this,
Yeah.
Mr. Drukas.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just appointed. I'd be asking for a 1-week adjournment.
Makeup setting spray. So that would be the clear
Probable
coat
cause
finish, right?
conference, January 2nd.
Put it in words I can understand.
2025, 9 a.m. All right. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
I'm pretty sure we saw glitter being applied at some point as well. Is that a thing? Do you glitter?
Court calls
glitter your
case.
face?
People versus Jarrell Davis.
Ashley for the people.
Shellac? Shimmer?
Public Defender Ben Dunaway on behalf of Mr. Davis.
Are these just
Jarrell
other words
Davis.
for glitter?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Do you have a camera, sir?
Nina does.
How you do this?
We're all looking at Nina now. Everyone's eyes are on Zoom right now.
Yeah, I'm in here. How I do it? Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you. We can't
I
see
can
you.
hear you.
Oh, there you go. Let's start now. Okay. There
We
you go.
got it now. Okay. What are we doing?
Your Honor, the defense, the defense would ask to adjourn for 2 weeks to consider a misdemeanor offer that has been extended.
That's correct, Your Honor. There is an offer that Mr. Ganatra extended of use of methamphetamine. Looks like a couple weeks ago. I don't have an issue of adjourning. I did have a question about the bond conditions. Does the court know if there's a testing order currently?
She knows she's on camera. She keeps looking at it, carried it around. I think
I'm
she's
not
used
able
it
to
to
tell
check
from
her
my
makeup
notes.
even.
Sir, are you testing currently?
So
Yes, once a week.
mascara now.
At community corrections?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
I need a green sheet, counsel. Probable cause conference, January 9th, 2020, 9 a.m.
I keep wondering
you.
when we're on to the
Thank you.
hair or
Thank
the
you.
clothing
Thank you.
part of the routine instead of just the face. But the face takes a
Court calls
lot,
case people
long
versus
time.
Stephen Hensel.
Ashley Lundy for the people.
Ron Pring on behalf. I posted the prosecution. I'll be brief.
Briefly,
Did you get my green sheet?
I did.
Oh, here we go.
Also, not your writing.
Little deodorant. I guess that's where it goes. I don't know. Okay, Nina, over there, while you're there, take care of the Kleenex shirt, and I think you'll be set. Whew. Nina, if she doesn't, she needs a TikTok. I think this is there's opportunity here. I mean, if she's got some outstanding fees or something, I'm guessing she's probably in court for two reasons. One, she got a speeding ticket because she was late and she drove too fast, and second, she missed her court date because she was late getting ready for court. And now she's here in court again. So all of this stems from her. Oh, we have pants. We have pants. Thank you, Nina. We appreciate you
Listen to what the
taking
judge.
care of that over there.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Hensel, Your Honor. We had a sidebar conference. I'm asking the court to consider, since he's been in about 4 months now, a bond reduction. He needs to get out and get services.
I would only indicate, and we did have that.
Oh, the shirt stays.
Court, if counsel were able to structure
the shirt is
something
stained
that would permit his release, but that release would have to include some type of treatment as well as the defendant following a medication protocol. Without that, I'm gonna not change his bond.
I thought the shirt
What
was
do
a
you wish me to
protective
do?
layer used
Your
during
Honor,
applying makeup.
I'd like a 2-week adjournment.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned January. Who are you?
His dad.
His mother and I are Florida residents.
Are what?
Florida residents.
I'm sorry to hear that. No, go ahead.
And
Judge.
I've exhausted all means of trying to
I think
get
it's time
this
for breakfast now.
simple letter with 3 pages of papers with there's a storage unit a mile and a half down the road with all his belongings, stuff that has a code and a key in it. And we're going back to Florida. This could just be easily put inside his personal belongings so that when he gets released, he can have this easy when he gets out.
Why don't you talk to his attorney about that?
We don't have his client's consent. No consent from the client.
Yeah, all you want.
I tried the front desk, I tried the door, 8384, whatever it is, and it's just all.
R4. Go ahead. To who? Me?
Judge doesn't want it.
Dear God.
I won't hear.
Do you care if that letter goes into your personal belongings, sir?
Not at all.
Not at all? Great. Will you give the public defender authority to take the letter and make sure that it gets to the jail and in your public property?
Yeah, and
Will you do that? Great. Fantastic.
Wait.
Problem solved.
can I address everything?
I told him what you told me in the lockup.
I'd like to just, I've been in here, I've looked at other cases, and it's 9 days people spend for this sort of charge. I had a pretty bad day, I'll admit that. Some of my behavior was not acceptable. I'll put that in front of everybody. It wasn't, I was walking on.
Well, I don't want you saying anything about the case.
But, well, I just want to make it clear.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said, but I think it's
you don't
unfair. I think I could be released. I've been in here for over 100 days.
I don't have a problem. Listen to what I said. I don't have a problem releasing you as long as there's a structure regarding your treatment, as well as a medication protocol that you agree to follow.
The medication protocol is what I'm contesting. I benefit from therapy. I've worked with a therapist. The whole issue is I lost health care back in May, and I was trying to get it back. I wasn't able to, and it's just a matter of getting insured and talking to a therapist. I don't think that there's a risk of me being out in public, and I think me being detained for over 100 days without only 1 hour out. I'm spending 23 hours of my day inside of a cell, and that's not conducive to me getting better. It's what's going to be this situation resolved.
So which part of what I said do you not understand?
I understood, but I disagree.
Okay. So noted. Thank you. Bond continued.
What's the new date?
I forgot that. The 9th.
This is a crazy day. Nina's about to drive somewhere. We're about to get in the car. And
Court calls the case.
go.
People versus Denali Deloach.
She's late for work.
Senator Alexis,
I don't know where she
my
works.
appearing with and on behalf of Dinali Deloach, who's approaching. Could you say your full name?
Denali Deloach. Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we'd like
kid
to
to
set for a
school.
preliminary exam. To my knowledge, discovery is totally complete.
People have their witnesses available to 7.
It's a car seat routine right now. Car seat.
Preliminary examination in person will be set January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Barr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued. Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't see the kid getting ready at all. Probably took like 10 seconds, I'm guessing.
Court does call the case of the people versus Jason Aaron.
We are driving.
Jonathan Evans on behalf of
We are
the-
driving.
Your Honor,
We have a
Alexis, whom I
seatbelt.
appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Heron, who is approaching. And Mr. Heron, when you get up here, just state your full name.
And we're driving. We're moving.
Jason Heron. Jason Lynn Heron. Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, we are.
Really nicely typed out.
Thank you.
Did you do that?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How come you can't teach the rest of the folks that work with you? how to
Schools are
do
closed
that?
for the holidays.
Why are you so
Maybe
proficient?
daycare?
But they're not.
Daycare before work?
Your Honor,
You can be honest with me. It's just us talking.
they're doing an amazing job.
They are?
Yeah.
Nice save. Go ahead.
We are requesting an adjournment solely because I don't have discovery on the 24F1 file. So if we could go to next week, if there's space, just because Mr. Heron is in custody, and I anticipate we'll have that
Probable
discovery.
cause conference, January 2nd, 2025.
And Your Honor, I also would like to address bond if I could.
If I may, this is the video that you
No, that is my other case. This one is the police report, but the date of offense on this is last week. So I think
I don't think she's doing any more makeup now that her
We had
earrings are in.
a discussion about a different case.
Her lashes are done. Her earrings are done. I think she's done.
Yes,
with the
Esteban.
Your Honor, I am going to
Who's she
request a
yelling at?
personal bond on Mr. Heron's behalf.
Who's she yelling at?
These two cases, the nature of the underlying charges isn't such that I think, under normal circumstances, someone would have a financial component to their bond. Mr. Heron does have a $10,000 bond on the 24F2 file because he failed to appear at a probable cause conference back at end of September. He states the reason that happened is because he was taken into custody up in northern Michigan around that time. And when he was released, it took him several weeks to be able to get transportation back down here.
And then how did it
and
happen
then
that he came back into custody?
mixed up his court dates. He did come into custody because of the 4F1 offense, the date of
So he
offense.
committed a new offense and came back into custody on the warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
However, Mr. Heron, as I said, I don't think either of the underlying charges are such that he would have a financial component to bond. Otherwise,
Except that he doesn't show up and then picks up a new
he
offense. in order
didn't
to
show
get him
up
to
one
show.
time, Your Honor. But he does have some new contact information that he'll be able to provide our office. He has assured me he's going to come back if his bond is reduced to a personal bond on both of these
Yeah, but
files.
is he going to commit a crime in order to get back?
Your
Because
Honor.
that's what he did the first time.
I think she.
Understood, Your Honor.
I think your phone died. Nope.
I considered this bond.
course.
Motion for bond reduction is denied. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Nina needs a channel. She clearly does. Probably TikTok's best.
Case
because
of the people versus London Daughtery.
the gentleman that we have people.
See, oh, there he is. He's out.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Carson Mulvey on behalf of Mr. London Daughtery, who is present to my right.
Colin is
Say your full name
sleeping
for the record,
peacefully
please.
through all
London
this.
Daughtery.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for probable cause conference. At this time, we're going to be requesting an adjournment. Unfortunately, I have not been able to contact my client before this morning. There is an offer. I'd just like to communicate the offer to him, so a brief adjournment would work.
That objection, January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
January 9th. Court calls case People versus Linda Smith.
Oh, we're there. I'm not sure where we're going, but we're here. Gonna get the kid out of the car.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Ms. Smith, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Linda Smith.
Thank you. As to the PCC, Your Honor, we would ask to set this matter for preliminary exam and then to address bond when appropriate.
Looks like a store from the
Discovery is
lights.
complete.
To my knowledge, Your Honor, yes.
People have their witnesses available the 7th.
We'll do our best.
Preliminary examination in person, January 7th,
Go
2025,
through the door.
9 a.m. before Judge Perry. As to bond, briefly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Smith is asking to be released today in a PR
gotta be a
bond. She
daycare.
does have no prior convictions and is not at all adverse to a GPS tether, even for home confinement. She could be tethered to her aunt's house in Westland, Michigan. She does have supported family and will help her get through her mental health treatment.
Doctor.
Prior to her being incarcerated, she was gainfully employed at Taco Bell and supplemented that income with dog sitting. We would ask for the court to consider releasing her on a PR bond today.
Response.
Your Honor, I believe that you're familiar with this case because you also have a pending case with the victim here, Deja Williams. Deja Williams, in this particular case, was cut so severely that they received extensive, I believe, actual staples to the head because the gash was so deep. And that particular contact was in violation of a contact order, which admittedly was only covering Deja Williams, but it's clear that there is extreme violence in this relationship, and I am concerned. We did request 100,000 cash or surety here, and we're only given 25. I don't think a reduction at this point is appropriate.
Just very briefly, Your Honor, of course, those are all just accusations at this point, and Ms. Smith was not under a no contact order. Ms. Williams was at that time. So we would ask the court to consider, but we leave it in the court's discretion.
She's running.
Motion for bond reduction is denied. Bond will continue.
She just got straight in the front. That means no child with her.
Court calls case People versus Gregory Douglas.
I saw something on the wall that said "Be kind" behind her, so it might have been a daycare type situation.
Your Honor, Alexis Pluma appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Douglas. Mr. Douglas, could you state your full name?
Gregory James Douglas.
Thank you.
Your Honor, apologize. I have embarrassed myself after my stellar performance with the green sheets.
The very fact you
I
don't have it?
No, I need
You're
to fill
talking
one
about
out.
Ron Brown. Ron Brown, you were doing just fine. It's Ron Brown.
Yeah, right.
Caused all of
I
this.
was so busy
mess up for
filling
you.
out his green
It's
sheet.
okay. I will forgive you because it's Ron Brown.
Your Honor, I would just like to discuss, there has been a misdemeanor offer on this file with Mr. Douglas. So if we could adjourn 2 weeks.
And the last one was so typed up nicely. And then Ron, okay, 2 weeks. Hearing no objection. Probable cause conference, January 9th.
Thank you.
2025, 9 a.m. Thank you, sir.
Would it
Very
be,
much, Ron.
would it
You're
be
welcome.
the wrong time to tell Nita that one side looks a little darker than the other?
You do the same. Where's my green sheet? You just leaving?
Make sure I have the right phone number.
Oh, okay, I'll wait. Fine.
You get the green sheet when she gets time to get it. It's that Ron Brown attitude. He could have helped her. She wrote out like 8 of his. And he wouldn't even step in to help. Oh, he's stepping in to help now. Okay, go get the phone number. Court calls the case, People versus Max Stewart.
In public information, as a carrier, I can ruling your honor on behalf of Mr. Max Stewart. Mr. Stewart, state your name for the record, please.
Max Stewart.
Your honor, today is the date and time set for probable cause conference. Okay. Well,
don't tell her that.
We respectfully request that this matter be set for preliminary examination.
Discovery is complete.
To our knowledge, your honor, yes.
People have their witnesses available to 7.
I will make every attempt to have them.
Preliminary examination in person, January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Barr.
Wants to address bond.
Bond continued. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Ian Edwards.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards.
We're just seeking an adjournment in this matter, Your Honor, for further plea discussions. No report, Judge.
Ooh, ear canal.
That had been submitted. I apologize.
Looks clean.
I will submit.
Oh, you said
Does look
Ann
clean.
didn't do it again?
No.
No, is that what you were saying?
I'm sure Ann did everything perfectly, Your Honor.
I can see the movement on her eardrum.
I got faulty information from my staff, my fellow staff in the PD office.
Who? Ron?
No, it wasn't Ron. It wasn't Ron.
Oh, it wasn't Ron.
I thought we had already submitted it. I'm sorry. I'm the one who messed me.
You messed up?
I wasn't going to sell you out.
But
The defendant's
He
like,
messed
what is
up.
going on here?
But it's because of Ron. Sure. Yeah, okay. Very good.
You'll have it momentarily, Judge.
How much time did you need?
2 weeks.
Probable cause conference, January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Poor Colin's neck is going to need
Thanks,
some
Ron.
chiropractic work.
You
here
notice how
soon.
every other day it runs just fine.
Oh.
Then Ron's here and everything's out of control. Court calls the case, People versus Antoine Taylor. Huh? Start with me.
One, Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Constable Basie on behalf of Mr. Antoine Taylor, who's present to my right. You go ahead and state your full name for the record, Mr. Taylor.
Antoine Taylor, Lamont.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew Childress, bring on the.
Your Honor, at this time, I was in discussions with APA Image about an offer. We have not come to a conclusive offer,
Where'd she
so I
go?
would just like a brief adjournment.
After all
I did
that?
fill out the green sheet.
You
She
did.
Mr.
leaves?
Brown helped me fill it out.
No, he didn't.
He gave
He
me.
did not help you fill it out. Do not try to rehabilitate him. January 9th.
And Your Honor, may I address bond when appropriate?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, my client is requesting a PR bond. If the court deems it appropriate for him to wear a GPS tether, he's willing to do that.
I have my shoes. I don't have.
Is he being held on anything else?
I think he has a PR bonds on his other cases. That's what I'm aware of. Yes.
Well, if he's got a PR on his other cases and you believe that's appropriate, you can get with the
Call him one.
prosecutor. I don't have a problem signing off on something you can stipulate to, or you can bring it by
Understood.
motion on the 9th.
Understood, Your Honor.
January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Is there a green sheet in there? Yes, there is. He did it right. Court does call the case. People versus Cotty, Luke Henry.
Yeah, Jonathan, the people, let me go get.
Where'd she go? She was right here.
Cody Luke Henry. Mr. Luke Henry, could you state your name for the record?
Cody, Luke Henry.
No pockets.
Your Honor, we're requesting an
Of course
adjournment.
you are. How much time? What are you
He's
trying
due
to
about a
do?
month. So he's doing sobriety court in Eaton County. He's scheduled for his intake or his substance abuse assessment tomorrow. So I don't know there.
There.
Correct.
Oh, so is he already in the sobriety court there?
No, not yet.
Oh, he's trying to get himself in.
Correct. So he's got
Okay.
his first interview tomorrow.
That'd be funny if she walks into
And
court.
we don't know how long it takes them.
Yeah.
All right, let's work it through this way then. I'll adjourn the probable cause January 16th.
Okay.
2025, 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's- Bond will continue.
Nina has left us in the lurch. Colin is here with us, but he's
For
fading
cause case
fast.
Grebo versus Christopher Torres.
Pass the law because people.
Not run pretty up. Yeah. Words, Your Honor.
If she walks in, we'll recognize the
Sign
shirt.
this right there. No, right there. Right here? Mhm.
I know the court has a plea form, I would also note for the record that form of plea has been accepted as reported to the supervisor.
Your Honor,
Got
he signed a sentencing judge waiver because this would be Judge Freshhour's case if you accept the plea.
What did he just tuck in his pocket? His lawyer's business card?
It goes to 15th and then has to go.
And he's signing advice of rights. I've already verbally went over them with you.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Torres.
Have him sworn.
Right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name.
Christopher Torres.
This court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to 2 charges. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
First is the stated count 2.
Larceny 200 to 1,000. Sorry.
It's the stated count 2, larceny 200 to 1,000. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, or I'm sorry, 1 year in jail. $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased at 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And also to an added count 3 of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. Misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year and a $1,000 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand also, sir, that I would not be your sentencing judge?
Yes, sir.
All right. So to the charge of larceny, 200 to 1,000, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, sir.
All right. Bless you. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please take a paragraph 5, see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of these offenses?
Yes, sir.
Let's hear what you did.
Date of February 14th, 2023, at the location of 610 East University Avenue, City of Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Did you come into contact with a police officer?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
She asked me to stop and I didn't.
Okay. And what happened regarding the larceny?
There was a scooter that did not belong to me that I took.
All right. And you didn't have any possessory interest in that vehicle, did you?
No.
All right. And the vehicle was worth more than $200?
I believe so,
At the
yes.
time that you took it?
I mean, I don't know exact price, but yes, I believe so.
Counsel, you'd stipulate that it's.
Stipulate.
If I complied with the court rule, would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to counts 2 and 3. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 23rd.
1:30.
January 23rd, 2025, 1:30, before Judge Valvo.
Your Honor, I approach with the prosecutor.
That'd be 2 times today.
Well, 3 and I'm out.
I don't let him come up here that often. Come on.
Greener sent us a document. If this is the same Nina, which it looks like it is, the state of Ohio might be interested in talking to her in a court setting concerning a possible theft. Status code bench war. I think that means bench warrant. If that's the same one. Seems to match. Address seems to work.
Sometimes it's all I have.
What time is the sentencing?
1:30.
Thank you.
Theft of beauty
Will
products.
you give him a PR?
Is there a reason why I would do that?
Yes, we've gotten rid of the felony now, so now he just has 2 misdemeanors. One's a 1-year misdemeanor. He's got a lot of time.
Is the assessment complete?
Yes, Mr. Heaton.
But has it been drafted and everything?
Mr. Heaton showed it to the prosecutor this.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'll leave that in Judge Balbo's discretion.
Thank you, Your Honor. There was a failure to appear
10%.
in May of 2023. We did see the defendant again to November 2024. So
I'm aware of it.
How about
Lucas
10%?
County, Ohio.
It's Christmas.
No, that was yesterday. Motion denied.
New Year's.
Never liked the holiday. Thank you. Sir, don't act that way.
I'll just, you had said that you would address bond after.
Right, and you have that, the assessment's been done, and what I've said is they need to get that information to Judge Valvo, who is your initial sentencing judge. And then also Judge Freshour, so they can look over that information and see what that looks like. All right. You want me to make it so that I call them and tell them not to release you?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, yes, you have a good day too.
Just about got on the wrong side of the
Court calls
judge
today's
there.
people versus
Nina.
the Rad 2 Francis.
We need
that's
Nina.
one different people.
Assistant Public Defender Tom Fair. Move, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Durantu Francis. Ms. Francis, for the record, please. Durantu Francis.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment. There's some very specific information that the prosecutor and I need to discuss. I have reached out to her and we're trying to set up a date to meet to discuss it. I know that there are some bond issues that the prosecutor will address. I have had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Francis about those. We are requesting that the court consider placing her on a scram tether.
That's correct, Your Honor. And I did tell defense counsel at this hearing, scram tether seems to be appropriate. Court, we've addressed bond in this case before. And this is an OWY second with occupant 16, as well as charged in the alternative by BAC case. The concern here is that if I counted the last time that the defendant was present in court in November, I think there's been 5 or 6 late tests / mistests on the SoberLink device. The alleged BAC in this case being 0.206 is very concerning to people.
Whoa.
We request that the court review the bond and order what it finds
0.2 on a
appropriate in
SoberLink?
this matter. If I recall correctly, doesn't look like she ever had a scram. It looks like she's had a SoberLink from the start. But there's been just so many missed tests the last time.
And Your Honor, specifically, I have had an opportunity again to speak with my client. She indicated that she's really been struggling. She's here by herself. Her aunt just recently moved up from Florida solely to help her with her children. She works full time. she has been suffering from pneumonia. She even had to delay treatment for the pneumonia because she just did not have the time in her schedule between her children and work to go be seen at the hospital. When she was seen, they did diagnose her with pneumonia. She said she was really struggling to even breathe into the machine, but now she is on the proper medication. She has help from her aunt, so we do not anticipate any other issues moving forward. But because of the number of missed or late tests, we completely understand that the court would need to do something. And I've already set our expectations for that scram tether if the court deems it necessary.
How do you get the 0.2 out of pneumonia?
How much time are you going to need to do the mitigation work you need to do?
I would say 3 weeks, Your Honor. We need to speak with another attorney as well after we speak with the people.
Let's do this. Let's put her out to the 30th. That way that gives you enough time to get the information in. Probable cause conference, January 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. I will say I looked through her. They didn't do it as a bond violation, but there are some concerns. I will switch her over to the scram primarily because I have to give her credit because she was obviously struggling to try to do that.
Nina dropped off what appeared to be her child.
She was struggling to try to keep on schedule.
And we're waiting for her to make an appearance again. I think she had a phone call.
She went to community corrections and actually requested going on a screen, which is not something that I see very often. So I will switch her over to a scram tether. That'll probably work out better for you in doing it, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Continue. Other than that. You sign it. Court does call the case People versus James Williams.
Someone's there with Colin. Someone's in the room.
Echelon, good people.
Assistant Public Defender Ben Denowith on behalf of Mr. Williams, who is standing to my right. Mr. Williams, would you state your name for the record?
James Williams. You're requesting an adjournment?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams informed me that he intends to retain counsel.
How long is that going to take you to do? 2 to 3 weeks.
I mean, you just give them money and they'll take you as a client, however long you need.
Just give them money, they'll take you as a client. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but okay. How much
give them money?
Within a month. Is this the only thing you're held on, or are you held on other stuff?
Yes, I'm held. I'm held on the violation of probation.
That's right. Okay. If he's going to retain counsel, let me adjourn it out to the 23rd. Give him about a month to do that. Okay.
Nina has arrived to help Colin.
Okay. Thank you.
With his makeup routine.
All right. Probable cause conference, January 23rd.
Thank you.
2025, 9 a.m. Thank you. Bond continue.
That can't be Nina. There's no way Nina.
Courthouse case, People versus Dominique Griggs. Or I'm sorry, Taiwan.
I think he is in rehab. I think he's got a competency hearing or something.
She's back.
I'm sorry, would you?
Taiwan Briggs.
Oh, you're jumping on behalf of people.
In Your Honor, Alexis Plume, appearing on behalf of Mr. Griggs. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Griggs on Monday. He was at the Home of New Visions Engagement Center in Ypsilanti. Both himself and staff informed me that he was being transferred to Lighthouse for inpatient. That's in Madison Heights sometime this week. They weren't able to guarantee that they could get him here over Zoom, and he wasn't able to appear in person. I would like to request an adjournment. I did ask for proof of that he's at Home of New Visions, but I haven't received an email from them. But I did speak to them, and they confirmed it to me.
It was very nicely done. I don't believe her. No, I'm kidding.
I don't believe her.
I'll adjourn it January 9th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did we get a green sheet for this case?
She did.
Okay, I just wanted to.
And it was,
I gotta run it over.
it was actually, and look at her writing. It's like it's tight. She wrote that.
She has neat handwriting.
January 9th, 2020.
Nina's off the stream, but she hasn't appeared yet in court, so she still should have her case called here soon. I don't want to leave. We've got the podcast this afternoon.
People versus Kyle Zimmerman.
Zimmerman? That name
Assistant
sounds
Public
familiar.
Defender Jay Collins on behalf of Mr. Zimmerman, who approaches, Your Honor. And Your Honor, we have submitted a plea form to the court as well as an advice of rights.
Your name, sir?
Kyle Zimmerman.
I have a plea form that indicates that he's going to be pleading guilty to an added count 3 of use of a controlled substance, a 1-year offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, counts 1 and 2 would be dismissed. There's no 7411 delayed or deferred.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is our understanding as well, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand.
She was in the wrong
Solemnly swear to
court.
affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
She probably got an FTA,
Kyle
whatever court she
Zimmerman.
was supposed to be in.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of use of a controlled substance. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand also that while I'm taking a plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A4 District Court.
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
All right, you signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
I signed it on your behalf.
Yes, sir.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please look at paragraph 5. There's a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights of it.
And now Colin
You
turns off
understand you're
his
giving up
camera.
your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
of your own free will
Yes, sir.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
February 21st, 2023, at the location of Michigan Avenue near Hopper Drive in the city of Saline, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. Did you have fentanyl in your possession?
Yes, sir.
Had you used it?
Yes, sir.
Did you know what you were using was fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 3. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A4 probation. Sentencing will be
January 28th at 9
January 28, 2025, 9 a.m. before
Defendant
Judge
does not
Freshour.
like the delay. Colin's back. Colin's back.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Craig Jones.
People.
Your Honor, Alexis Pluma appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, could you say your full name?
Craig Jones.
Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, hopefully you have a green sheet on this one.
Thank you.
We are just requesting an adjournment of a couple weeks to see if we can get a misdemeanor offer on this file.
Probable cause conference. Gonna go January 16th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Colin's
Thank you.
looking
Bond
good.
continue. Thank you, sir.
We've seen a lot of different looks from Colin, but this is probably his best. Hopefully he gets called about now.
Court calls case People versus Sean Caldwell.
We're gonna do this one for the people.
Good morning again, Your Honor. May it please the court, David Burgess on behalf of Mr. Caldwell, who's choosing not to avail himself of the process, Your Honor.
What?
So nicely put.
Choosing not to avail himself. That's a failure to appear.
Well, let's see how they feel next week. Or not next week, but the 9th. Probable cause conference will be adjourned January 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I don't know why they don't want to take this personally. Court calls the case People versus Joel Jones. Joel Jones. Probably.
Andrew Childress appearing on behalf of People.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Ms. Jones, who should be unsuited.
Grinchers did the homework.
Good morning.
Nina was
Good morning.
supposed to be
Your name?
Joyelle Jones.
in the 15th circuit.
Before me a plea form.
That's accurate, Judge.
This morning, 9
That
a.m.
indicates she's going to be pleading guilty to the charge of larceny by false pretenses, 200 to 1,000 to 1 year offense. Upon her successful plea, counts 1, 2, 3, and 4 would then be dismissed. There is no other. That's the court's full.
She was in the wrong court. She may have
My
missed it. She may
understanding
have
was
failure
there
to
would be
appear.
no objection to HIDA as part of the agreement as well.
Not on the form.
I probably neglected to do that, as I mentioned. I don't have an objection. I'm happy to add that to the former report.
I'll just do that.
And then with that, that's my understanding as well, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the record.
Joyelle Jones.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of larceny by false pretenses, 200 to 1,000. That's
Correct.
a misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand also, ma'am, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Barr in the 14A2 District Court.
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
That's correct.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, thank you.
Paragraph 5 contains your trial rights. You understand that you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights that are contained on that form.
Yes, I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
I am on probation.
All right. Were you on probation at the time of this offense?
No, I was not, Your Honor.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No,
You're doing this voluntarily
I am.
of your own free will,
Yes, Your Honor.
and also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
July 26, 2023, at the location of 424 South Mansfield, Ypsilanti Township.
Yes.
Something wrong.
The factual basis would be to the original, one of the original counts.
That's fine. I have a jurisdictional problem, I think. I have this listed as a 14-2 case. The complaint I have before me indicates, unless it were changed someplace else, that it's an Ypsi Township case.
It appears that this investigation was conducted by the City of Ypsilanti Police Department. And the location on Mansfield obviously is in the City of Ypsilanti.
Is that a city address? The 424?
According to the Ypsilanti Police Department narrative, but
You. 424 Mansfield, South Mansfield. South.
I believe that is in the city. Just off of, just south of Michigan.
Yes, yeah, and I don't think, well, it's south of Michigan though, so. And you get that as city. They vote.
Okay, just doing a little digging on Nina's case here. Apparently her attorney's name is Simpson. That might have been her confusion. It was supposed to be in front of Judge Fink.
Something changed one way or another.
I show it city.
You show it city. Okay, so let me do this before we forget. Any objection? So it got picked up as the city. Let me see. Any objection to amending the complaint if it already hasn't been? I'm not sure how they picked up.
It's the retail fraud
No
charge.
objection, Your Honor.
No objection.
First degree retail fraud. Offense date was on the 22nd.
Amended a complaint to the city of Ypsilanti. So let's do this. And that's Judge Barr.
That's a felony.
I did that. All right. Ma'am, on the date of July 25th, 2023, 424 South Mansfield, City of Ypsilanti, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What'd you do on that date that makes you think that you're guilty?
I went to the credit union with the intention of opening a bank account using a fake ID.
She has some prior failure to appears.
Okay. Using fake ID, and what else did you have that was
Nina.
fake?
Yeah, Nina.
Did you have to have something to match that ID? Is that correct?
No, sir. I didn't have anything else that matched or anything like a credit card or anything like that. It was just an ID.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take the plea to the felony 5-year. And then got it. Okay. And you knew that you had that in your possession, correct?
He's not.
Correct.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule if I take the plea to the higher, actually that being count 3?
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 5. Counts 1 through 4 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A2 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
January 29th at 10 a.m.
January 29th, 2025. What time? 10 a.m. before Judge Barr. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Ronald Fleming.
Actually, Lonnie for the people.
Defender Beth Benowitz, Fleming, and Your Honor.
He's not coming.
No, Your Honor, but we would request to approach to discuss.
Come on.
Request to approach. Colin's been here on time the whole time. I wish they'd call his case. So I'm trying to keep an eye on. I'm not sure how quick the court will update their records. I'm wondering if Nina got a failure to appear this morning in 15th Circuit with Judge Fink. Let's see. She's out on a $10,000 bond, 10% deposit. It's a year-old case. Still shows scheduled for probable cause today with Judge Fink for a preliminary exam. Okay, we're going to we're gonna do something we can only do because we're a little bit behind. We're gonna fast forward. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna jump to the end here because Colin is still not called. Hang on.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand then that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it. You understand you will not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes.
All right, people also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on the single count.
She appeared in that court. Is Nibos? Do they broadcast that one? Is
Sure,
there a
you
video
wait
on
for
that?
a reading, your client stands to be at this.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Defendant ever waive formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
February 30 before Judge Slay.
February 13th, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Slay.
Judge Slay.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
Please require a Spanish interpreter. May I swear in his name?
Yes, you may.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're in front of the Honorable.
Your Honor?
Let me back up because we had Colin just a minute ago and then he was gone. Why did he go away? He was right here. Let's see. Here, there we go.
Okay, there he is. He's there.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment. My understanding is that the Forensic Center is still looking for.
We're back up.
Von Tatum.
Thank you. Your Honor, we're asking the court to set this matter for preliminary examination.
Discovery complete.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Will the people's witnesses be available on the 7th?
I will make it have them available on the 7th, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination, January 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. That is in person before Judge Barr. Bond will continue.
Here's Colin's case, I
Thank
think.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Colin Vandermute.
There he is.
Public conviction not to carry. I can rule, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Vandermute.
Okay, there he is. He's there.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment. My understanding is that the Forensic Center is still looking for space or a bed available.
For him.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
He's found one. He's got a bed.
Yes, Your Honor.
And let me just go February 13th, 2025, 9 a.m. Okay, thank you.
That's 12:13. No, 2:13. Thank
What
you,
month
Judge.
were you in?
I'm here now.
You were good?
He's done. He signs off. Colin's like, all right, that was it. He said hello. That was it.
Always hit or miss with you. Court calls the case of the People versus.
All that waiting for that.
Nina, is it Villegas?
It's a bit. It's a bit of a letdown. Let me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hang on.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie
Nina.
Tate with and on behalf of Ms. Villegas. Can you please state your full name for the record, ma'am?
Nina Villegas.
She's eating now. She's
Thank
taking
you, Your
off her
Honor. We
snot
wish to
shirt.
set this case for a preliminary examination.
Discovery is complete.
To my knowledge.
People have their witnesses available the 7th.
Can we go just 1 week past that?
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Why does it show she's in a different court?
Preliminary examination in person, January 14th, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Bravo. Bond continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Court does call the case, People versus Aaron Washington.
Greeners. She's got other charges somewhere else. Probably 2 courts.
Washington.
She had that shirt on over the red one. That's right.
I just check if he's outside just briefly.
They have to learn to run.
Wow.
They need to be around. Have you seen him this morning? No. So what makes you think he just magically appeared outside?
I spoke with him on the phone, but I didn't.
When? Yesterday. Not today. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I gotta at least try.
No, really. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond 10,000. Cash surety. Warrant will issue immediately.
There you go. All right. Greeners gave out false information.
Miss Ackerman. Let it happen.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So, wow. Nina appeared right after Colin. Both of them just got pushed off. It appears that Nina might have other issues. Like this is not her only foray into the court. But what a morning. You have to clip those of her blowing her nose. No, there were several. First she used a tissue, and we got the nose cam for the tissue, and then she like blew her nose in her shirt, and then she used it to drill out her nose. I don't know. She like made a little pointy thing with her shirt. It was rough. Oh my goodness. Not her only foray. She's in 14A, 15A. Yeah, I can see what Greener's talking about. She was supposed to be in other courts as well today. I don't know what's going on here. It's wild. I can tell you what's going to go on here, though. Here. We have a podcast today. Yes, we have a podcast today. Let me stand up because I don't like this look. We're going up. Here we go. It's not much of a change, is it? There we go. All right, today is podcast day, and we're not going to do it at night. We're actually going to do the podcast during the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to lunch, and after lunch, we're going to come back with a daytime podcast, which is going to be awesome. I don't know exactly the time. Watch for it, but we're going to take a lunch break and come back with the podcast. This is like a special treat because I know there are a lot of people who are not able to watch the podcast during the evening hours. Basically, you live in the wrong part of the world, and the sun just isn't up then, and you guys value your sleep, so I can understand why you wouldn't be there for that. But let me see if I can fix this. I need to do that, I think. All right, so daytime podcast, and it's going to be awesome. Where's Thomas? He'll tell us the time. I think he's out on a ride right now. He's Thomas is working, so we're going to have a little bit of a break here. Let me say this. My phone blew up. My phone, the YouTube comments absolutely blew up yesterday with people just sharing their greetings, their Christmas greetings, their well wishes. It was absolutely amazing. All day long and through the night, you guys were saying, Merry Christmas. Hope the seasons are great for you. I got a lot of personal comments about people sharing their what the channel has done for them, which is amazing. It makes me feel awesome that we're doing good things. Thank you all. That was wonderful to get. That was like a gift that just kept giving all day long. So thank you. What's the podcast on? The podcast is right here. The podcast is called the Not Relevant Podcast. We're going to talk about some funny things. We've got some news stories out there that we might talk about. It's live. So it's not a true crime. We use the podcast sort of to reset, right? Because all day, every day, we talk mostly about murder. And sometimes that can get a little bit heavy, weigh on the soul a bit. So this is going to be the last episode of season 2 for the podcast, because the next episode is going to be season 3. I can't believe it. We're starting the 3rd year of podcasting, which is just great. Let's see. New documents in Sarah Boone. I saw something in Brian Koberger that there may have been some investigation about him possibly breaking into a home a year before in that area, but the dates didn't line up. I think they cleared him on that one. But somebody in a mask with a knife broke into a home a year before. That was before he enrolled in school there, I think. So, Why does Aria's shirt look blue in the little screen but green in the big one? Because my my switcher, see this one here where I just disappear? I can do that. The green screen keyer that's keying. I got a weather alert. Needs to be adjusted. I powered it off and sort of defaulted back to another setting. Plus, I've moved my lights, and so it's just all. I've got to fix it. It's magic. Let's see. I need this podcast to go well. My hubby traumatized me. Okay. We'll do our best. That's all I can promise. We'll do our best. I do hope all of you had an absolutely wonderful holiday. And if you couldn't spend it with people who you love, hopefully you were able to spend it reminiscing about memories you've made with those people that you've loved who maybe have passed on or are just not able to be there at this time. So hopefully it was a wonderful holiday. I owe a couple people big thanks. Sloth Life gifted 5 memberships this morning. Thank you very much. Silky Mom, congratulations on 13 months. Have you thought about Freedom Switch allows one mouse for multiple converters? I have not. It sounds logical, but I have never not done something that. I'm just going to go get batteries over lunch. AZDCS Oversight Group. Yay, love it here. Thanks, Mods, Ari, and Chatters. Thank you very much. Congratulations on 14 months. Also, Britt Bottoms, member for 11 months, member of the jury. Thank you, Britt Bottoms. Best place to be on the day after Christmas, besides in bed. Colin would agree with you. Merry Christmas to Merry Christmas. Thank you. If we didn't have the best chat, best mods, best hosts, I wouldn't be here. But here you are. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Congratulations on 20 months. It wouldn't be the same without you here. Appreciate that. Lynn Godwin, member for 1 month. You've been a member for longer. We've got to figure this out. I think you've got another account somewhere. You might have a different account, different email with YouTube. But thank you very much for your continued support. Jesse Charles, welcome to the gallery. AZ Compliant, member for 9 months. Good morning to you. Mel Poy came in with a super sticker. Happy everyone is excited about their stickers. I am not excited with my 13 stickers. What 13 stickers? I'm pretty sure I didn't put 13 stickers in any envelope. Mel. Shark Hay. Orange Courthouse acquired, here since Maya, loving this community more every day. Thank you, Shark Hay. Paula, member for 12 months. Orange Courthouse again. What a milestone indeed. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you, Paula. We've got Marilyn Skoll. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, RA, family mods, and all of chat. Thank you very much, Marilyn. 22 months, OG. Thank you very much. Shelly Kelly. Sorry, there you are. I object to this level of intimacy with Nina. We all do as well. That was too much. I feel like I've watched all of the TikToks that shouldn't have been made. Ohio Jin, another OG member for 23 months. You are 1 month away from a color change. Between chat comments and RA's comments, this is cracking me up. Megan Easton gifted a membership this morning. Thank you, Megan. Kimbers, Ohio, also gifted a membership this morning. Thank you as well. The gifts, it might not be Christmas anymore, but the gifts keep coming. Who's here? Who's in my studio? Oh, I've got a child down there under the desk. All right. Let's see. All right, you have to throw in a dad joke. We'll see if we can fit one in there. How do we get a sticker? The stickers, here's what I need to do. I have about 40 more stickers, which is basically one of these packs. The stickers look like this. They're sort of a metallic. They have like a metallic sheen to them. I have about 40 more envelopes that I have to write. Thomas, I think that sounds great. 2 p.m. sounds wonderful. I have 40 more stickers that I have to fill out envelopes on. I cannot agree to do more of those. My hand cramps so badly. I've never written that much in years. But I need to fill out some envelopes. I'm going to finish the ones that I've requested. Any future request for stickers has to be with a self-addressed stamped envelope to the P.O. box. And the mods can put the P.O. box up on the screen. I've only got 200. Okay, I've only got 200, and I've sent out like 50 so far. So, but Sticker Mule, I thought they were great. They're 3x3 stickers. They're really good. They told me they weren't going to get here till the 30th. They're big on the under promise and over deliver. So I got these yesterday, which I'm excited about. So if you got a sticker in chat, raise your hand or make sure you've clicked the like button. Either one would count. There's the P.O. box if you want to send a self-addressed stamped envelope that way. I'll cover the cost of the sticker. It's the least I can do this holiday season. This is a limited time thing, though. I can't do it forever because I would go broke. so thank you for that. But I'll see if we can get rid of these 200 stickers that way. Sticker from the owner is certified crazy and harassed one of my friends on X. Okay, I agree. Whoever runs Sticker Mule on X, they break all the rules. And not like Wendy's breaks the rules. We're talking like, you don't do that type thing. But they did also, in addition to my stickers, they sent me a bottle of hot sauce called Mule Sauce. And it's good. It's like really good. It's like a sweet Tabasco. Man, it's tasty. I've tried it on a bunch of stuff. On mashed potatoes, it was fire. It was so good. All right. My hand is raised, but just to say I want one. Okay, self-addressed stamped envelope is the best way to do it. I still have to go through all the text messages and make envelopes for all those. So self-addressed stamped envelope to the post office box, which was right here in chat. There it is. I'll stick a sticker in it and send it back to you. You can buy a self-inking stamper with your signature. I could do that. I think this sticker would go on a coffee mug too. I'm not sure if it would stay on. They're really sticky. Probably not dishwasher safe, but maybe I should just make a coffee mug with the logo on as well. To this point, I have not had a Recovery Addict coffee mug. We've had a True Crime Addict objection grounds overruled mug, but I've never done an RA mug, I think. So we might make a coffee mug, like a true RA channel mug. Sandra Beach sounds good. I'll go check out that. They did do Colin. It was really quick. They pushed it off till like February or something. Will you do RA scented candles? No, the only scented candle I have here is this one. I still have the burnt match sitting here, which I probably need to get rid of. But this Festivus candle, no good. It smells terrible. I don't like it. I'm not going to light that again. Make it a giant coffee mug. I need caffeine. The giant ones break easy. I'll see if I can find a good one. We'll see. It would be nice to add to my coffee mug collection. Let me work on designing that. I'm not sure if I can get it done today, but we'll work on it. So 2 o'clock Eastern. 2 o'clock Eastern. You hear that? Let's see if my picture works. Oh, no, I'm too high. Look. There we go. 2 o'clock Eastern. I need to shave. Wow. Me and Colin just did not get ready today. You should make a tumbler as well. I'll try. The only problem is the tumblers are just so expensive. That's why I don't own them myself. But I feel terrible trying to design a tumbler, and it's expensive. Do magnets. I can do magnets through Sticker Mule, which will look just like this, but then I'd have to be the one that ships them out. I couldn't have them print on demand. I just don't have space right now for anything. I'll work on the Recovery Addict mug. That's something that we'll do that first, and we'll move on from there. Maybe we can use the same design on a tumbler. How about a koozie? Can koozie. It's a good deal. All right, let's do this. How about we take a break for lunch? At 2 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be back with the podcast. Hang on. I almost hit this one.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Nope, we'll be doing that at 2 o'clock. Until then, we're going to take a break. And I'll be having some lunch. My kids are just about done ripping the floor out of the bathroom. The bathroom is going to be gutted. I'm debating whether or not to just seal off this closet, make this officially an office instead of a bedroom, because that closet would be gone. And then just use that whole office space, that whole closet space as a walk-in shower, tiled shower. Maybe. I think it would work. But I'm going to get the kids to do my floor next. Neo Dark Matter, once the floor is torn out, then I have to start replacing the joists under the house. This is not a project I'm looking forward to, but it's a big project. Thank you very much. Melissa, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the waves, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful Boxing Day. We're going to have the podcast this afternoon. This channel, if you haven't subscribed by now, please fix that. Take care of that. It's free. It's free. Just subscribe. We'll be back this afternoon at 2 o'clock with the podcast. It's going to be awesome. Yes, Under the House. I've got so much work to do. It's not funny. And I have no idea how to do it. I don't own the tools. So I've got some learning to do. I'll be watching YouTube. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again at 2 o'clock with the Not Relevant podcast, the rare daytime version. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you guys there. Bye-bye.
The zombie apocalypse may be upon us.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction?
Have them send someone with more experience.
Because he's the guy.
If they didn't, I would lose my mind.